you. Thank you, Carla Kennedy. Thank you very much. What a great rendition of the national anthem. Carla Kennedy helping us out tonight here at the New Paris Speedway. Doug just lets him roll. He don't care. On the pole, car number 47 out of Elkhart's Red Dog, Ricky Beaver. To his right in row 1 is the 26 from Napanee, Bob Harder. Second row inside, car number 59, that's Paul Scott. To his right from South Bend, the 54, Pat Bird. Third row inside, car number 22, that's Ryan Pro. To his right, the number 5, being driven tonight by Shep Dog, Jason Shepard. Fourth row inside, number 1, Todd Hall. To his right, the 18 of Butch Ryman from Elkhart. Fifth row inside, number 11 from Ligonier is Tim the Two-Man Taylor. And to his right, driving car number 12, that's Jim Peffley. 10 cars getting ready to go 8 laps in the first of our Hoosier Tire Late Model Heats on Season Championship Night 2003. As Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose, we're off and racing. 26, Bob Harder, right off the bat, losing power and goes to the tail end of the pack. That shakes things up a little bit there in the middle. And as they come out of turn 4, your pole setter, 47 Red Dog Ricky Beaver. Lead to the 59 of Paul Scott. Paul Scott up front takes that lead away. He leads him around now. He was your leader on lap 1, and he'll lead him around for lap 2. 59 Paul Scott up front. 22 Ryan Pro running in second. Todd Hall, the number 1's in third. As they all battle for position. Number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor, now moves to fourth. Tim the Two-Man Taylor in car number 11 started at the back row, and he's already up to fourth at the halfway point, 4 in and 4 more to go. Todd Hall on the inside of the 22 of Ryan Pro. Todd Hall in that Goshen Collision Center Special, and Paul Scott in the 59. As they've got 3 laps left in this unfortunately solid. 59 Paul Scott trying to hang on in that late model 59 machine as they complete lap 6. 18 Butch Ryman now on the outside. On the move. Works to the outside door of the number 1 of Todd Hall. The front 4 bunched up together as the white flag flies. They got 1 lap. 4 laps remain in tonight's first late model heat. A 5-car battle. 59 Paul Scott out of Goshen, Indiana, trying to pick up the checkered flag as the checkered flag will wave this time. 59, 22, 1, and 18. That's the way they finish in the top 4. Number 1, Todd Hall was third. 22, Ryan Pro will bring home second. And winning tonight's first late model heat as he comes up here to get the checkered flag. Let's put our hands together for the 59 from Goshen. Your winner is Paul Scott. Pole car number 17 is Bob Schisler Jr. To his right, the 69 from Warsaw, Barry Lamb. Second row inside, 72. That's Scootin' Scotty Hamilton. To his right, the number 2 from South Bend of Ratchet, Rusty Keddy. Third row inside, the 00 from Syracuse of the Wild Child, Gary Wiles. To his right in row 3 is the 21 from Ligonier, Jumpin' Josh Taylor. Fourth row inside out of South Bend, the 101 of Ed Paul. To his right, the number 14 of Brandon Maynard, and at the back of the pack, the 31 of John Long. 9 cars going 8 laps as Mighty Mike Powers gives them the green. We're off and racing in our second late model heat. Bob Schisler Jr., the pole center, maintains that front spot down the billboard backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Bob Schisler Jr. brings him around for lap 1. 69 Barry Lamb, and the 72 is Scotty Hamilton. Falls back a little bit to third as they complete 2 down and 6 to go. Bob Schisler Jr., number 17, pole setter, setting an early pace. The 69, Barry Lamb running second. Scotty Hamilton third. Gary Wiles is up to fourth. 0-0, Gary Wiles trying to work his way up to the top three spots. Halfway mark will come out. They'll have 4 now to go. Oh, 21, Josh Taylor almost into the wall back there. To go this time by for your pole setter, 17, Bob Schisler Jr. One more to go for Bob Schisler Jr. up front. In tonight's Hoosier Tire Late Model second heat. And that's the way they're going to finish as the checker flag now waits for number 9 and 72. 72, Scott Hamilton finishes third. 69, Barry Lamb was second. 17, 69, 72, that's the way they finish 1, 2, and 3. 72, Scott Hamilton third. 69, Barry Lamb finishes second. And winning from the pole position in tonight's second late model heat, put your hands together for the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. Late model 17, Bob Schisler Jr. Heat. On the pole, car number 57 from Elkhart is Devin Heimbaugh. To his right, the number 7 of Drew Rosenberry is scheduled to start there. Second row inside, 05 Racing Rex Work. To his right, the 95 of Steve Stacy. On the inside of row 3, number 50, Good Time Charlie Cotton. To his right will be the 55 of Justin Matson. Fourth row inside, car number 72, second in the point standings, the 72 of Ronnie Maynard Jr. To his right, in row 4, our points leader, number 35, Bobby Scrimmy. And at the back of the pack, fast qualifier on the day, the 17 of Ralph Havens, as he's clocked in his 14th fastest qualifying time on the season out of 17 nights in the late models here at the New Paris Speedway. 8 cars getting ready to go, 8 laps in tonight's fast Hoosier Tire late model heat.
Not a bad thought.
As they bring it up to speed coming out of turn 4, 57, Devin Heimbaugh brings them up to speed. Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. 05 Racing Rex Work, working the outside groove for that lead spot as they go into turn 3. And Devin Heimbaugh right behind him, a little love tap there as they went into turn 4. Your leader is 05. Devin Heimbaugh in the 57's back to second. 95 Steve Stacy works third. And 50 Good Time Charlie Cotton sitting there in fourth with 2 down and 6 to go this time around. Number 50, Charlie Cotton trying to get on the inside of the 95 of Steve Stacy back there for third with 5 laps left in our fastest. It's the 05 of Racing Rex Word up front. 57 Devin Heimbaugh running second. 95 Steve Stacy still third at the halfway point. Your leader's not your leader any longer. 05 Racing Rex Word over his time. We'll have the facts and figures on him here in a little bit. Of Devin Heimbaugh, 95 Steve Stacy running second. 50 Charlie Cotton in third as 05 Racing Rex is over his qualifying time. Oh, and 57 Devin Heimbaugh, something smoking on that right side. I don't know if it was a tire rub or if he's got oil coming out. Looks like a tire rub at this point. on that 57 car. Checkered flag will now wave. 57 David He's after 35. 57, 95, 72. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. Devin Heimball will pick up tonight's third and final late model heat. We'll have the facts and figures on Racing Rex work in just a second. What was his time?
All five.
Michiana Tires Street Stock Heat. On the pole, car number 125 from Claypool, that is Frosty Scott Frost. To his right, on the outside of the front row, the 121 is Sparky Mark Miller. Second row inside, car number 94, that's Frankie Lau Jr. To his right, the 15 of Don Hunley from Goshen. Third row inside, with 7 feature wins under his belt this year. He'll start on the inside of the third row. That's the 87 of Ty Hayes. He's third in the points. On the outside of the third row, the number 10, who's currently 10th in the point standings. The number 10 of Hollywood Eric Kaiser starts on the outside of row 3. Row number 4 is the 54. He's second in the points coming in tonight, 51 points behind. Our returning track champion, 54 Dave Long, starts on the inside of row number 4. To his right door will be the number 12 of Kevin Gunkel. And at the back of the pack, fast qualifier, points leader in the Michiana Tire Street Stocks coming into tonight's racing action, number 38, Darrell Clegg. 9 cars, going to go 8 laps in tonight's fast Michiana Tire Street Stock Heat. I'm going to go 1 with him. Yeah, he had an excuse. There was junk on the track, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, 9 cars going 8 laps as they bring it up to speed coming out of turn 4. Mighty Mike turns them loose. 125, Scott Frost up front. Takes the early point. 94, Frankie Lau Jr. moves up to second on the inside of 121, Mark Miller. A little brake check there as they went into turn 4. Inside line has it right now. 94, Frank Lau Jr. trying to play catch up to the pole setter. 125, Scott Frost, our leader. 87, Ty Hayes now works there in third in front of the 54, Dave Long. As we've completed lap 2, 38 Darrell Flick off the pace. 3 down, 5 to go this time by.
You say Darrell's driving a little conservatively tonight.
125 Scott Frost up front, 94 Frank Lau Jr., 87 Ty Hayes, and Dave Long in the 54 running in fourth with 3 to go. Number 12 Kevin Duckworth running there in fifth. Fast qualifier, points leader 38 Darrell Clegg has fallen way off the pace. He's just laying tag along right now, complete lap 6. One more to go this time by. checkered flag will now wave for our pole setter, 125, Scott Frost. 125, 94, and 87. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. Number 87, Ty Hayes, will bring home third. 94, Frankie Lau Jr. from LaPorte was second. And winning from the pole position, currently running fourth in the points. Put your hands together for the 125 of Scott Frost. Frosty, Scott Frost, picks up tonight's fast Michiana Tire Street Stock Heat. Street Stock Heats. On the pole, car number 00 from Syracuse is Travis Laybaugh. To his right, the 52 of Matt Sparks. Second row inside, car number 62, Ed Click. To his right, the 63 from Bristol of Adam Severy. Third row inside, the 21 from Elkhart of Jeremy Blocker. To his right, the 66 of Dandy Randy Niles. Fourth row inside, number 8, Andrew Meads. To his right, the number 18 of Billy Rumbaugh. And dropping to the back of the pack, number 9 from Goshen is Hot Rod Rodney Spencer. 9 cars getting ready to go 8 laps in our second street stock heat as Mighty Mike turns them loose. 63 Adam Severy right behind the 52 of Matt Sparks on that start. Almost lifted the rear end off the ground there just for a minute. As they work out of turn 4 to complete lap number 1, it is a 00 of Travis Laybaugh up front in that Extreme Racing Rent Right sponsored 00 machine. 62 Ed Click on the inside of 52, Matt Sparks for second. Adam Severy in the 63 is running in fourth. Jeremy Blocker in the 21, your front 5. 18 Billy Rumbaugh, mechanical problems in the infield as they work on lap number 3. 00 Travis Laybaugh, our pole setter, bringing him around for our third lap. They'll have 5 more to go this time by. 62 Ed Click and 63 Adam Severy right there on the inside line. 52 Matt Sparks on the high side. The battle there for third at the halfway point. 4 in and 4 to go. Double zero Travis Laybaugh, 62 Ed Click, 63 Adam Severy, now 21 Jeremy Blocker up to fourth. As we complete lap 5, they've got 3 more left. Randy Niles now moves to 5th. 52 Matt Sparks has slipped all the way back to 6th with only 2 laps to go in tonight's second street stock heat. 00 Travis Laybaugh maintains the front spot. He'll get 1 more to go this time by. 63 Adam Severy trying to work the outside groove around the 62 of Ed Click for that second place position. 21 Jeremy Blocker is running in 4th. There's a checkered flag flies for 00 Travis Laybaugh. Double zero, 62, and 63. That's the way it's going to finish 1, 2, and 3. 63, Adam Severy was 3rd. 62, Ed Click finishes 2nd. And winning tonight's second Michiana Tire Street Stock Heat as he rolls up here to get the checkered flag. Put your hands together for the 00. That's Travis Laybaugh. 00 Travis Laybaugh doing a good job of driving for Creation Graphics, Rent Right, New Hope Pet Rescue, and Extreme Racing. All sponsors the 00 of Travis Laybaugh. Street Stock Heat on the pole. Car number 71 is the Doughboy Larry Saunders. To his right, the 124 of Tim Davis. Second row inside from Bristol, the 88 of Tim Vitale. To his right, the 98 of Bernie Arnett from Montville, Michigan. Third row inside, the 7 of TJ Jakey. And to his right, the 39 of Jeremy Dameron. Fourth row inside, 17, Bob Schisler Jr. To his right, the 40 of Rob Smith. And at the back of the pack, the 185 from Elkhart of John Clevenger. 9 cars going 8 laps in our third Michiana Tire Street Stock Heat. As they bring it up to speed coming out of turn 4, Mighty Mike Powers looks him over. He gives him the green. We're off and racing 8 laps. In tonight's street stock heat. 71, Doughboy Larry Saunders trying to maintain that front spot. 125, Tim Davis working the outside line. 88, Tim Vitale bumper to nose behind him as they come out at turn 4 to complete lap. Stacked up side by side now as they race out of turn 2. 71 Larry Saunders, the pole setter, staying out front. Tim Vitale on the inside of Tim Davis in the 124. Vitale in the 88 moves to second as they complete lap 2. 98 Bernie Arnett slowing way up, goes to the back of the pack. Single file is the way they're looking into turns 3 and 4 as they complete lap 3 this time by. 88 Tim Vitale and the 124 Tim Davis trying to draft on the outside groove together. Halfway mark will come out. We'll have 4 in and 4 to go this time by. Didn't help him any. There goes Davis around in turn 1. Tim Davis in the 124 sliding around there in turn 1 as he got up on the outside groove a little bit. And around he went. So our first caution flag coming out tonight in our 3rd street stock heat for the 124 of Tim Davis. Running 2nd to 7 of TJ Jakey. 88 Tim Vitale's 3rd. The number 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. sitting there in 4th. 185 John Clevenger's 5th with Rob Smith in the 40 and the 39 of Jeremy Dameron rounding out the field. They got 4 laps to go as they bring it up to speed now out of turns 3 and 4. Mighty Mike Powers will give him the green. We're back to racing with 4 to go. 39 Jeremy Dameron getting a little loose there in turn 1 on that lap. He did a good job to maintain control of that machine. They got 3 more to go this time around. Your leader is Doughboy. 88 Tim Vitale now back on the inside of the 7J of TJ Jakey. Jakey drives out on the outside groove, trying to make his move up front. They're only going to have 2 laps left this time by. 71, the Doughboy, staying out in front. 88, Tim Vitale, and 7J, TJ Jakey. That's the battle for second with 1 lap to go. TJ Jakey on the outside groove, trying to make his move. Got about a quarter panel lead over the 88 of Tim Vitale for that 2nd place spot, but the checkered flag will wave this time for 71 Larry Saunders. 88 Tim Vitale 2nd, and the 7 of TJ Jakey will bring home 3rd. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 71, 88, and 7J. TJ Jakey 3rd, 88 Tim Vitale. That car's for sale, by the way. Race fans, if you want a good street stock to maybe start out with next year, see Tim Vitale down there in the pit area. He'll give you all the details. He finishes 2nd. But your winner tonight in our 3rd street stock heat, put your hands together for the 71 of the Doughboy, Larry Saunders. Good race, pretty good race. 4th street stock heat. On the pole, car number 18 from Goshen is Mean Gene Stanley. To his right, the 41 of Eric DeWeese. 2nd row inside, we've got the 19 from Niles of Neil Grice, and to his right will be the 76 of Rocket Rod Miller. 3rd row inside, number 23, that's Donnie Harrison. To his right, the number 80 of Bear Kelly. 4th row inside is the 24 of Chad Radar O'Reilly. To his right, the 28 from Bremen of Matt Burkholder. And at the back of the pack, the 357 of Mike Stoner. 9 cars going 8 laps in our 4th street stock heat as Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. Out going into turn 1, 76 Rod Miller and 23, and they collect the 19 of Neil Grice, and there goes the wheel off the 19 machine. So 76 Rod Miller and 23 of Donnie Harrison, and the axle comes off the 19 of Neil Grice. Crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, going up the cabin to get away from it all for a little while. Do you know a kid? A couple there on that caution flag on that start of our 4th Michiana Tire Street Stock Heat. Your pole setter is the 18 of Gene Stanley. To his right will be the 76 of Rocket Rod Miller, as Eric DeWeese and the 19 of Neil Grice unable to continue on the restart as Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. We're going 8 laps. Your leader is Mean Gene Stanley in the 18. Donnie Harrison in 23 now swooping down to the inside. And Donnie Harrison will lead them around here in car number 23 for lap number 1. Bear Kelly in the number 80 now on the inside of Gene Stanley for second. Here comes the 76 of Rocket Rod Miller up there to third. Mean Gene Stanley to number 18 has slipped back to fourth as we complete lap 2. It's 23 Donnie Harrison and 80 of Bear Kelly up front as they work through turns 3 and 4 on this, our 3rd lap of our Michiana Tire Street Stock 4th Heat. 76 Rod Miller running there in 3rd. Front 3 still unchanged at the halfway point, 4 in and 4 to go. Number 23, Donnie Harrison's not your leader any longer. He's broke out on his qualifying time. We'll have the facts and figures on him here in a little bit. Your new leader is number 8, Bear Kelly. 76, Rocket Rod Miller now running second. As 23, Donnie Harrison is over his time. Number 80, Bear Kelly, your leader. Rocket Rod Miller running second, number 76. Now the battle back there for third is between Chad Radar O'Reilly. So he'll move to third as the white flag will fly. We got one to go. Number 80, Bear Kelly, your leader. 76, Rocket Rod Miller running second. Chad Radar O'Reilly's in third as the checkered flag will now fly for number 80, Bear Kelly. 80, 76, and 24. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. The 24 of Chad Radar O'Reilly brings home third. 76, Rocket Rod Miller was second. And winning tonight's 4th Street Stock Heat will be the number 80 of Bear Kelly. Facts and figures on 23. For the number 80 of Bear Kelly. Number 23, Donnie Harrison, who was leading that race for a little while there, broke out as he qualified in today with a 16:01, but he was over his qualifying time with a 15:96. So 23, Donnie Harrison had to relinquish the checker flag to the number 80 of Bear Kelly. All right, there's your lineup for tonight's 5th Street Stock Heat as they bring it up to speed out of turn 4. Mighty Mike turns them loose. Number 5, Lenny Davis, the pole setter, set nearly pace. Everybody else battling for position. The 00 there, that's Brian Reams. On the inside of him is the double nickel, number 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon, as he goes to second. 17, Mark Eggleston Jr. is running in 4th. Shepdog, Jason Shepard, the number 5 is in 5th. The 32 of Dave Click now moves to 6th. 61, Jason Slaybaugh on the outside there in 7th. The 29 of John Wheeler Jr. is in 8th. And the 78 of Don Click brings up the tail, 9th car in the field as they complete lap 3, this time by Bam Bam Brian Cannon, number 55, is taking the lead as they head out of turn 2 and down the Billboard backstretch. Number 5, Shepdog, Jason Shepard, up there to second now as the halfway mark comes out, 4 in and 4 to go. 32, Dave Click up to third as they keep pushing along single file with the number 5 of Lenny Davis on the outside groove, kind of hung out to dry all by himself. This time around, 5 in and 3 to go. The double nickel, number 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon trying to hang on, and oh, there goes one around in turn 1 and 2. It's the 5 of Lenny Davis, and that will bring out the caution flag with 5 in and 3 to go in tonight's 5th Street Stock Heat. This time for the number 5 of Leonard Davis. Your leader is the 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon, and Shep Dog, number 5 Jason Shepard, right on his tail on the restart. Then you've got the 32 of Dave Click in 3rd, 17 Mark Eggleston Jr. is in 4th. Jason Slaybaugh in the 61 lines up in 5th as they bring it up to speed coming out of turn 4. Mighty Mike turns them loose. 3 to go. 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon maintains the front spot. Shep Dog, number 5, Jason Shepard getting a challenge from the 32 of Dave Click now on the outside for that second place position. Number 5, Jason Shepard on the inside, trying to hang on to second. One more lap to go, this time by. Bam Bam Brian Cannon trying to hang on to win tonight's 5th Street Stock Heat, and Dave Click in the 32 now moves to second as the checkered flag flies for the 55 of Brian Cannon, 32 Dave Click, and the 5 of Jason Shepard. That's the way they're going to finish in the top 3 spots. It was 55, 32, and 5. Number 5, Jason Shepard, Shep Dog, brings home 3rd. Dave Click settles for 2nd in car number 32. And winning tonight's 5th Street Stock Heat as he rolls up here to get the checkered flag. Let's put our hands together for the double nickel, number 55. This is Bam Bam Brian Cannon. And that kid was just a little kid. That's Manette. Here's your lineup for tonight's 6th Street Stock Heat. Number 90, that's Kenny Samant. He's our pole setter. And 777 Chuck Roberts lines up on the outside of the front row. And as they come out of turn 4, Mighty Mike turns them loose. Hang on to your hats. The blue number 7 of the Dominator, Dan Shepard, looks at the outside groove there for that lead spot as they go into turns 3 and 4. 777 Chuck Roberts. Oh, and there goes. We got one in the wall back there, but they're all moving. They're all still headed in the right direction. Number 7, Dan Shepard, still out in front. The 14 of Michael Lozier still on the roll. As he got sideways, he got into the wall, but he kept on moving. Your leader is one of the 7s right now. Number 7, Dan Shepard, over his time. Your new leader is the number 7 of William Whitridge in the yellow number 7. Well, the facts and figures on Dan Shepard a little bit. The yellow number 7 of William Whitridge is your leader. 05 Racing Rex Work Jr. is running there in 2nd in the 05. Ryan Rinsberger's in 3rd in the 09 with 4 laps to go. William Whitridge, number 7, your leader, into turns 3 and 4. 05 Rex Work Jr. running 2nd as they complete lap 5. No, and there goes Rex Work Jr. into the infield. He's out of harm's way. 2 laps to go. Your leader is William Whitridge in car number 7. 09 Brian Rinsberger is running 2nd. And 85 Tim the Rat Routson's in 3rd with 1 lap left. And checkered flag will wave this time for number 7 William Whitridge. 09 Brian Rinsberger second, and 85 from Tim Routson brings home third. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 7, 09, 85. That's the way they finished. 85 Tim the Rat Routson was third, 09 Brian Rinsberger second, and winning tonight's 5th or 6th Street Stock Heat. Put your hands together for the number 7 of William Whitridge. Daytona Mini Stock Fast Heat on the pole, car number 19, being driven tonight by Butch Ryman. To his right, to 13 of Squidward Michael Landry. Second row inside, car number 14, that is Kevin Shepard. To his right, to number 6 of Bryce Schaefer. Third row inside, number 15, Scott Biesmeyer, and the 16 of Diamond Jim Ryman. Fourth row inside, the blue number 16, a little Bobby Blunt. Second fast qualifier, number 9, Gentleman Jim Hagemeyer. Points leader, fast qualifier, number 6, Dave Coleman, brings up the rear. 9 cars going 8 laps in our first Daytona Mini Stock Heat as Mighty Mike turns them loose. Number 19, Butch Ryman, the pole setter, sets the early pace. 3 wide now as they go down the billboard backstretch and into turns 3 and 4 as the 15 is Scotty Biesmeyer squirts his way to second as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 2. Butch Ryman trying to hang on to turns 1 and 2. 19 Butch Ryman being followed now by the 16 of Diamond Jim Ryman. The 15 of Scott Biesmeyer on the outside group trying to make a move as they complete lap 2 this time by. 16 Jim Ryman trying to get on the inside of 19 Butch Ryman. Butch Ryman maintains that spot on the low side, brings them around down to turn 4 to complete lap 3. They got 5 more to go this time by. 16 Jim Ryman trying to look low, can't get it. 15 Scott Biesmeyer on the high side going to challenge on the outside group. They're going to have 4 in, 4 to go this time around. 15 Scotty Biesmeyer taking the lead coming out of turn 2. Your new leader on lap 5. Oh, we've got him stacked up at the back of the pack. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag comes out, so we have to revert back to the last completed lap, and if they do that, I think 19 Butch Ryman will still be your leader. Go in our fast Daytona Mini Stock Heat. Butch Ryman in number 19 brings them out of there. Mighty Mike turns them loose. Front 5 spots still unchanged. As they work around this time, we'll have 5 down and 3 to go. Oh, and there goes Butch Ryman around. Your leader just slides out into the infield. He's out of harm's way. We're still under green light racing. Butch Ryman trying to get her restarted, and he does, and he's headed back out on the track. 15 Scott Biesmeyer is your leader. 16 Diamond Jim Ryman. They've got 1 more to go.
He is done. God damn it, I did it again. Never mind.
Checkered flag will fly this time from car number 15, Scotty Biesmeyer. Huh? 15, 16, and 6. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. Bryce Schaefer in number 6 was third. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman brings home second. And winning tonight's fast Daytona Mini Stock Heat. As he rolls up here to get the checkered flag, put your hands together for the 15 of Scotty Biesmeyer. Heat, car number 60, Stan Hudson, is is on the pole. To his right, the number 11 of Jason Weaver. Second row inside, number 20 from Middlebury, that's Ray Borntrigger. To his right, the 28 from South Bend of Floyd Wood. Third row inside, car number 62, that is Jesse Schaefer. To his right, the 34 of Mark Hughes. Fourth row, car number 28, Steve Stacy. To his right, the 39 of Hurry and Henry Atkins. And at the back of the pack, the number 3 of Kurt Gunkel. As they get set to go, somehow we got 10 cars in this 9-car lineup as we go racing. Oh. Sorry. John Fitzpatrick, 33, just shows up and he joins our field at the back of the pack as they work on lap number 2. Number 60, Stan Hudson up front. Number 20, Ray Borntrigger running second. Number 11, Jason Weaver is back to third as they complete lap number 2. 28, Floyd Woods up to fourth, and the white 28, Steve Stacy back there. 62, Jesse Schaefer on the outside. 20, Ray Borntrigger, a tap on the 60, Stan Hudson. Hold on to your hats, race fans. Holy cow, there they go every which way. Caution flag coming up. Holy cow. Yo spinneroony. That's what they do in turn 4, and the caution flag comes out. We got some moisture on the track down on the inside groove of turn 4. Now formation restart with 2 down and 6 to go. Your leader is number 11, Jason Weaver. Running in second is the 28 of Floyd Wood. Behind him is the white 28 of Steve Stacy. Fourth is the 62 of Jesse Schaefer. And behind him is the number 3 of Kurt Gunkel. 39, Hurry and Henry Atkins. 34, Mark Hughes. As we go back to racing with 6 laps to go in our second mini stock heat. 11, Jason Weaver out in front. 28, Floyd Wood running second. White 28, Steve Stacy holding on to third. 62, Jesse Schaefer working his way up there to fourth. Caution flag comes out. He's done. Number 33, John Fitzpatrick, he's done.
It was 33 alone.
And your leader is number 11, Jason Weaver. He'll be bringing them out of turn 4. Mighty Mike will turn them loose. 5 more laps to go. Second mini stock heat. 28, Floyd Wood running there right behind Weaver. Bumper to tail as they go into turns 3 and 4. Halfway mark comes out. 4 in, 4 more go. The white 28 of Steve Stacy now has a little roll on his number 28 as he's trying to make his way to the top 2 spots with 5 in and 3 to go. He's giving chase. Floyd Wood right behind 11, Jason Weaver, who's trying to hang on up front. Jason Weaver, car number 11, started on the outside of the front row. He has led most of this one with 6 in and 2 more to go. He's trying to battle off the 28 of Floyd Wood, who's looking on the inside door. Not enough room there. He looks back to the outside groove. The white 28 of Steve Stacy now on the inside of Floyd Wood for second. They got 1 more to go. 3-car battle for that front spot. Steve Stacy into the grass a little bit to cool the tire off. That threw him back a few spots. Back there. Checkered flag will now wave for the number 11 of Jason Weaver. 11, 28, 28. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. The white 28 is Steve Stacy, who did hang on to third. Floyd Wood in the 28 will finish second. And winning tonight's second Michiana Tire Street Stock Heat as he rolls in here to get the checkered flag. Put your hands together for the 11 of Jason Weaver. stock heat. On the pole, car number 37, that's Shannon Buck. To his right, the number 18 of Chris Sinov. Second row inside, the other 18 of Donnie Kaufman. Second row outside, the 16 of Carl Shepard. Third row is the red 24 of Bob Huffman Jr. and the number 2 of Frank Schaefer. Fourth row, the blue number 3 of Cecil Van Blerkum and the 47 of the Bulldog Gene Hughes. And in the fifth row is the 05 from Mishawaka of Jerry West and the 57 of Joe Fitzpatrick. 10 cars going 8 laps in our third mini stock heat. As they come out of turn 4, Mighty Mike turns them loose. '37 Shannon Buck and the 18 being driven tonight by Chris Sinov. Shannon Buck will lead them around for lap number 1 in car number 37. 18, Chris Sinov running in second. The blue 18 of Donnie Kaufman running there in third as we complete lap 2. Don't look behind the curtain at 124, Tim Davis, he's not there. 47, the Bulldog Gene Hughes is barking on their doors as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 3. 18, Chris Sinov on the inside of the 37 of Shannon Buck. Looks like their bumpers are hooked together a little bit there. Possibly could be as they come out of turn 4, 18, Chris Sinov and 37, Shannon Buck. Still up front. 47, the Bulldog Gene Hughes working on the outside groove. He moves to second on lap number 5 in turns 3 and 4. 37 and 47 up front, as that's the way they're looking right now with 3 more laps to go. The Bulldog Gene Hughes trying to make a move to the inside, not enough room. Settles right behind the 37 of Shannon Buck. They'll have 2 more to go this time by. Now a battle for the lead as they go into turn 3. The Bulldog Gene Hughes on the inside. Gene Hughes taking the lead away on lap 7. He'll have 1 more to go if he can stay out front. 37 Shannon Buck running second. The 18R being driven tonight by Chris Sinov is in third. Checkered flag is out, and it will wave for the 47 of Gene Hughes.
I think he didn't try any harder.
47, 37, 18. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. The 18R being driven by Chris Sinov finished third. 37 Shannon Buck had to settle for second. And winning tonight's third mini stock heat. Put your hands together for the 47 of the Bulldog Gene Hughes. Ooh, let the dogs out. Ruff, 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 ruff. Mini stock heat. On the pole, car number 91 out of Indianapolis, that's Tony Irvin. To his right, the 3 of Howard Randolph. Second row inside, the 615 of Sean Boggs and the 8 of Frankie Treese. Third row is the number 5 of Leap and Lee Atkins and the 25 of Tim Kidder. Fourth row is the 14 of Kevin Grubb and the 11 of Shannon O'Connell. And in the back of the pack, the number 33 of Dennis Zimmerman. As we've got 9 cars getting ready to go 8 laps in our 4th mini stock heat.
Go, Shannon, go. Go, Shannon, go. Go. Right there in their ass.
Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. They were 4 wide there just a minute ago. Everybody's still moving in the same direction. Number 3, Howard Randolph, takes the lead away from 91 Tony Irvin. He slips back to third as the number 8 of Frankie Treese now moves to second on the outside group. 1 in this time around. Number 3, Howard Randolph out in front. Number 8, Frankie Treese is running second. Tim Kidder in 25 now squirts his way to third. The The 14 of Kevin Grubb working around 91 Tony Irvin for fourth as we've got 2 in and 6 to go. Howard Randolph out in front in car number 3. Frankie Treese running in second in car number 8. And then we've got the 25 of Tim Kidder and the 14 of Kevin Grubb, the front 4 coming out of turn 4 to complete lap 3. Halfway mark will come out this time. Treese around. Number 8, Frankie Treese around in turn 4. Everybody gets around him, no problem. But he's setting in harm's way down there out of turn 4, so a caution has to come out for number 8, Frankie Treese. He had help from 25. He pushed him right around.
All in 25 gave him his help.
Get on their time first.
Of the fault line band. Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose without me even knowing it. 4 down and 4 to go. Number 3, Howard Randolph up front. Here it comes. The number 33, Dennis Zimmerman, makes a lead change there. We got 2 hung together over turn 3. Tim Kidder, number 25. Bumper come off. And the 8 of Frankie Treese getting together again in turn 3. Caution flag comes out.
Watch it.
We're at 10 minutes here, guys.
The checkered flag will wave for 33, Dennis Zimmerman. Number 3, Howard Randolph will finish second. The 14 of Kevin Grubb was third. That's the way they're going to finish in tonight's 4th mini stock heat. 33, 3, and 14. Together for tonight's 4th mini stock heat winner, 33, Dennis Zimmerman. On the pole, car number 14, that's Rick Kaiser to his right to 26. Becky Shepard was supposed to start up there. She goes to the tail. So moving up there will be the 17 of Christy Zimmerman. Second row inside, the 2R of Rochelle Strickland. To her right, the 89 of Donald Lordy. Third row inside, the 14 or the 4 of Michael Hoff. To his right, the 29 of Paul Missler Jr. Fourth row, 78 Mark Lehman, and 23 of Max Schaefer at the back of the pack as they get set to go in tonight's 5th and final mini stock heat. Mighty Mike turns them loose. Late Model B feature on the deck. Late Model B feature on deck. We're still under green light racing. Your leader is the 17 of Christy Zimmerman. We're still under green light racing. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag comes out. Oh, and a black flag will be coming out next. Black flag. Black flag. Coming up. As they come out of turn 4, Mighty Mike Powers gives them a green. We're back to racing in our 5th and final mini stock heat. Oh my gosh, look out in the main straightaway. '17 Christy Zimmerman up front. Pole setter will be bringing them out of turn 4 as your leader as they complete lap 1. Or actually, Christy Zimmerman, who started on the outside of the front row, is your leader. Number 4 of Michael Hoff is moved up to second. 29 Paul Missler Jr. is running in third. Now here comes the 23 up there. That's Mad Max Schaefer. He's up to 4th as we complete lap 2. 2 down and 6 to go. Late Model B feature on deck. Late Model A feature in the hole. Right? Here's your new leader on lap number 3. It's the 29 of Paul Missler Jr. up front now. 17 Christy Zimmerman's back to second. The 4 of Michael Hoff is running there in third. 23 Mad Max Schaefer is running in fourth at the halfway point. 4 in and 4 to go. Number 29, Paul Missler Jr. not your leader any longer.
Well, it's way down.
Your new leader is the number 4, Michael Hoff, as he's over his time. While the facts and figures on Paul Mixler Jr. a little later on. 17, Christy Zimmerman's running second again. The 23 of Mad Max Schaefer's up to third. Now he's making his move on the outside for that lead. Six down, 2 to go for number 4. Michael Hoff and the 23 of Mad Max Schaefer on the outside groove. 17, Christy Zimmerman's running in third. White flag will fly. They got one more to go this time. Oh, 3 wide coming out of turn 2. There goes Zimmerman and Michael Hoff getting together. And your leader is the 23 on the outside. He'll pick up the win. Put your hands together for 23, Mad Max Schaefer. He's your winner. Finishing second will be the 29 of Paul Mixler Jr. Oh, and Becky Shepard will finish coasting across the line. Here's the winner of tonight's 5th and final mini stock heat. Put your hands together for the 23 of Mad Max Schaefer. The Red Dog Ricky Beaver to his right, to 59 of Paul Scott. Second row, 54 Pat Bird and the 22 of Ryan Pro. Third row is the number 5 of Shep Dog Jason Shepard and the number 1 of Todd Hall. Fourth row, 18 Butch Ryman and 11 of Tim the Toolman Taylor. At the back of the pack, the 12 of Jim Peffley. And the 26 of Bob Harder as they're off and racing. Dancing Doug Fox turned the blues. 59 Paul Scott moves out to the early lead. As they come out of turn 4, it is a 59 of Paul Scott up front. 54 Pat Bird running second. 22 Ryan Pro is up to third now, and the number 1 of Todd Hall in that Goshen Collision Center Special is running in fourth as we complete lap 2. Paul Scott brings him around for lap 3. Battle up front between Paul Scott and Pat Bird, 59 and 54. The 22 and the 1 battling for third as they come out of turn 4. They've got 4 in. This time by. Number 11, Tim the Toolman Taylor running in 5th now. 5 down this time around. Number 18, Butch Ryman now on the inside of the number 1 of Todd Hall for fourth. We're going to have 6 in this time by. Leader is still the 59 of Paul Scott, 54 Pat Bird running second. 22 of Ryan Pro is in third. Butch Ryman and Todd Hall battling for fourth on lap number 7. Oh, and there goes the 22 of Ryan Pro around off the back stretch all by himself back there. Caution flag will come out. The 22 of Ryan Pro. Down, 13 to go in this 20 lap late model B feature. Our leader is the 59 of Paul Scott. Right behind him is the 54 of Pat Bird running in second. 18 Butch Ryman's in third. The number 1 of Todd Hall sitting there in fourth. Tim the Toolman Taylor in fifth, and car number 11. Oh, a little bumper tag there on the start. And oh, and there goes Bob Harder around off the back stretch on the restart. The flag will come out for 26, Bob Harder. Bob Harder will bring out the caution as he had a little bumper tag. Brake check at the back of the pack on that restart brings out the second caution. Happy first wedding anniversary to Bob and Lisa Messer. Happy wedding anniversary, their first anniversary to Bob and Lisa Messer, who met here 2 years ago tonight. So, love blooms at the New Paris Speedway. Happy birthday to BJ Soboleski. Happy birthday to BJ Soboleski. Hope you have a good time this weekend at the New Paris Speedway. Special thanks to Manufacturer Services of Indiana for all of their support. Nine down, 11 to go. We got to get them lined back up, single file formation restart. Also, like I said earlier, I'd like to give a special thanks to Manufacturer Services of Indiana for all that you've done. Jill Holmes and Tim Holmes, as we know him, as Holmes, don't you know me. Thank you from Brian and Stephen Barry. So, special thanks to Manufacturer Services of Indiana and Tim Holmes. Tim and Jill Holmes from Brian and Stephen Barry. That make no sense. It's a stupid message. He's one of those that got kicked out from M40.
I think they can afford to kick anybody out.
Take that off.
Go.
26 would be 922.
I like mine better.
Our Dan Service Center and Vortex Spray-On Liners by Auto Sports sponsored season championship night of racing coming up. We'll have our main Hoosier Tire late model season championship feature coming up here in a little bit, race fans. We've got 9 in, 11 to go in the late model B feature. Your leader is the 59 of Paul Scott, running in second to 11 of Tim the Toolman Taylor out of Ligonier. In third is the number 5 of Shep Dog, Jason Shepard out of Warsaw. Running in fourth is the number 12 of Jim Peffley. Ryan Pro in the 22 is in fifth. 26 Bob Harder is running there in sixth. Back there in seventh is the 47 of the Red Dog, Ricky Beaver. In eighth is the 18 of Butch Ryman. Then the 54 of Pat Bird and the number 1 of Todd Hall having to restart at the tail as they brought out the third caution flag. And we're about ready to go back to racing here momentarily with 9 in, 11 to go. Let's go. Tell the track crew I seen a piece of bubble gum wrapper over there in turn 3, almost on top of the wall. They better get that or it will cause a problem. What? They're done?
Holy right.
They picked up that last rock. They leave no stone unturned here at the New Paris Speedway. New Paris Speedway. Hey, a minute to go, and then I'll throw it on the. I'll put the radio station on the PA, and we'll. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Oh, the spectator figure 8. Well, they are. Well, race fans, put your hands together for number 12, Jim Peffley. He's A-OK.
He's got his hand on his radio like he's doing
He's out of his car. He's A-OK. So, wow, what a wild ride for him over there in turn 3. But we've come to a halt again with 11 laps to go and 4 caution flags coming out. The late model B feature, as we'll call the shot for the remaining with 9 down and 11 to go. 59 Paul Scott's our leader. Dancing Doug Fox is going to turn them loose. Hopefully they can go 11 more laps without another yellow. They've had 4 caution flags so far in these 9 laps. And Paul Scott and the 59's out in front. The 11 of Tim the Two-Man Taylor out of Ligonier is running in second as they come around at the halfway point now. 10 in and 10 to go. Bumping up from the street stocks to drive a late model tonight as he's doing double duty. Number 5, Jason Shepard out of Warsaw. The Shep Dog, as he's commonly known, is running there in third as they work around here to complete lap 11. They got 9 more to go. Paul Scott in the 59. Tim the Two-Man Taylor in car number 11 from Ligonier running in second on the high side groove in turns 3 and 4. They're side-by-side racing for this late Model B feature on our season championship night. And leading them around on lap 12, your new leader is number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor. He's out in front. 59 Paul Scott's running in second. 5 Jason Shepard's third. Butch Ryman out of Elkhart, car number 18, has worked his way to fourth. And the Goshen Collision Center special number 1 of Todd Hall in our late model division is currently running in 5th. Then rounding out the field, 54 Pat Bird out of South Bend is in 6th. 26 Bob Harder from Napanee is in 7th. And the 47 of Ricky Beaver is running in 8th. As we've had quite a few cars drop out of this 12-car starting field as a near 15 laps. They'll have 15 down and 5 to go this time by. Our leader out by himself with solid daylight in front of him is the number 11 of Tim the Two-Man Taylor. He's all by himself. 59 Paul Scott's running second. Number 5, the Shep Dog Jason Shepard trying to hang on to third, but Butch Ryman's putting the heat on right behind him as he marks on his back door coming down the main straightaway. 4 laps remain. 18 Butch Ryman on the inside groove there as they head out of turn 2. Now backs off as they go into the billboard backstretch. Our leader, of course, number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor out of Ligonier. Oh, and number 18, Butch Ryman, and number 1, Todd Hall trades some major paint, but both drivers still heading in the right direction. Jason Shepard's way off the accelerator, and he's dropped back. With 18 down and 2 to go, it is Tim the Two-Man Taylor. 59 Paul Scott second. 18 Butch Ryman's third. Number 1, Todd Hall's in fourth. Jason Shepard now taking it into the infield with 2 laps to go. The white flag will fly this time by for Tim the Two-Man Taylor if he can hang on. With nobody around him, he's got about a 5-car length lead over the 59 of Paul Scott. And the 18 of Butch Ryman and Todd Hall back there in fourth. Checkered flag will fly this time in our late model B feature for number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor. Butch Ryman will finish second in front of the 59 of Paul Scott, who got him on that last lap. And, of course, number 1, Todd Hall finishes 4th. 54, Pat Bird was 5th. 26, Bob Harder was 6th. And the 47 of Ricky Beaver finishes 7th. Number 5, Jason Shepard, will officially finish in 8th as the 8-car field finished tonight's 20-lap late model B feature here on our season championship night, sponsored by Dan's Service Center and Vortex Spray-On Liners by Autosport there in Elkhart, supplying us with our season championship trophies tonight here at the New Paris Speedway. And as he rolls in here to get the checker flag, everybody put your hands together for the number 11 of Tim the Two-Man Taylor. Late model number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor, doing a good job of driving tonight. He is out of the big town of Ligonier, and he's sponsored in part this season by Sherman Enterprises in Albion, Advanced Auto Parts in Goshen, Ben Glacier's Automotive in Ligonier, SCS Environmental Services in Fort Wayne, and Heartland Satellite TV in Ligonier. All sponsors this Ligonier late model number 11 of Tim the Two-Man Taylor. From Syracuse, that's Bob Schisler Jr. On the outside of the front row, the number 69 of Barry Lamb from Warsaw. Second row inside, starting there is the 72 of Scoot and Scotty Hamilton. To his right in row 2 is the 31 of John Long. Third row inside, car number 00 from Syracuse, that's the Wild Child Gary Wiles. To his right will be the 2 from South Bend of Rusty Ketty. Fourth row inside, car number 101 out of South Bend, that's Ed Paul. Ed Paul's had a real good year here at the New Paris Speedway. 6th in the point standings coming in to tonight's season championship feature. On the outside of row 4 will be the 21 of Jumpin' Josh Taylor from Ligonier. 5th row inside, the number 14 back in the saddle again here at the New Paris Speedway. Late model 14, that's Brandon Maynard out of Elkhart. He'll join us tonight on the inside of row number 5. On the outside will be the 57 of Devin Heimbaugh from Elkhart. Devin's had a good season. He's 11th in the point standings. 6th row inside, car number 7, that is being driven tonight by Drew Rosenberry from Syracuse. He'll start on the inside of row 6. On the outside will be the 05 of Race and Rex Wirt from Milford. Rex Wirt, of course, has one feature win under his belt this year, and he's 7th in the points. 7th row inside, car number 95 out of La Paz, that's Steve Stacy. To his right will be the 50 of Good Time Charlie Cotton from Warsaw. 8th row inside, we've got car number 55. That's Justin Matson. To his right will be the 72 of Ron Maynard Jr. 9th row on the inside, then the top 2 qualifiers, 35 Bobby Strimmy. And to his right will be the fast qualifier for the 14th time out of 17 nights in the late model competition, the 17 out of Goshen in that Gerenzer's Harley-Davidson Heilman Heating and Air Conditioning Special, number 17, Ralph Havens. As they come down out of turn 4 this time, race fans, let's give them a big send-off. Let's give all of our late Hoosier Tire late model feature drivers a big wave. Get out your lighters, flick your picks, wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies, and say, guys, good luck and good racing. 18 cars going 50 laps in tonight's Hoosier Tire Late Model Season Championship feature. From the New Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 FM, this is Jerry Cannon. Oh, this is going to be a good one. It all comes down all season long. They've been battling hard, and we've got 18 cars getting to go 50 laps in tonight's Hoosier Tire Late Model feature. All season long, this is where they wanted to be. Right now, Bobby Strimmy, the points leader, Ron Maynard Jr. in the 72, trying to do something and pull off a good one tonight as Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. We're off and racing 50 laps. And as they head through turns 1 and 2, your leader is our pole setter, number 17, Bob Schisler Jr. The 72 of Scotty Hamilton's running in second. 69 Barry Lamb's there in third. As we try to adjust the sound noise there, these cars are pretty loud here at the New Paris Speedway. 2 laps in this time around, everybody's still headed in the right direction. They know they've got 48 more laps to go. 72 Scotty Hamilton running in second. 101 Ed Paul's up there to third. 69 Barry Lamb has slipped back on the outside groove to fourth as we complete lap number 3. Number 2, Ratchet Rusty Cutting, single file on the inside line as they come out of turn 2. He's battling for that 4th place, right now running in 5th. He's on the inside of the 69 of Barry Lamb, and he'll slide up to 4th now as they complete lap number 4. Barry Lamb back to 5th, and he still works that mid-line here at the New Paris Speedway in car number 69. Then on back in 6th is the 57 of Devin Heimbaugh. We got a caution flag coming out. Caution flag coming out. We've got debris on the track. Debris on the track, water coming off of one of the off the 00 of Gary Wiles' car. The Wild Child from Syracuse, Gary Wiles, has made a puddle on the track between turns 1 and 2. So our first caution coming out, we've got 4 laps. 1 of Ed Paul sitting there in 3rd. The 2 of Rusty Keddix in 4th. 69 Barry Lamb's 5th. Then the 57 of Devin Heimbaugh is sitting in 6th. 95 Steve Stacy is sitting in 7th. 21 Jumpin' Josh Taylor right there in 8th. Behind him is the 17 of Ralph Havens. He's moved up to 9th already. Then the 55 of Justin Matson rounding out the top 10. Ralph Havens, who's had 14 fast qualifying times, has yet to capture a checkered flag. Earlier this season, I caught Ralph Havens down in the pit area, and Ralph said he wanted to run 50 laps. He loves running 50 laps because he feels he can make his way up toward the front if they make a longer race. So Right now he's sitting there in 10th, and we'll see how it unfolds with 46 laps to go. He is our fast qualifier today, as he clocked in with a 13:75. Right behind 17 cars to restart. We've had one caution. 4 laps in, 46 to go. Dancing Doug Fox on top of our flag stand here. Gives them the green. They're back to racing. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. 17, Bob Schisler Jr., 72, Scootin' Scotty Hamilton, the 101 of Ed Paul, number 2, Rusty Ketty, single file, that's the way they look as they come out of turn 4. Brandon Maynard, number 14, into the pits on lap number 5, as he meet his exit there. Dropping off left and right now, 69, Barry Lamb's hanging on to 5th. Ralph Havens is making his move on the outside. Check that, that's 95 Steve Stacy on the outside there, running up there in 6th around the 57 of Devin Heimbaugh. 35 Bobby Stremmy's worked his way up to 8th already as we complete lap number 7. Bobby Stremme not holding anything back. He started at the back end of the pack, but he's working his way toward that front. With 7 laps in, we'll have 8 down and 42 to go this time around for 17 Bob Schisler Jr. 72, Scootin' Scotty Hamilton scooting along there in 2nd. 101 Ed Paul's 3rd. Rusty Keddick's 4th. 95 Steve Stacy's 5th. Bobby Strimme's up to 6th now in car number 35. As he's out making his way toward the front. He started at the tail end of the pack and he's worked his way up already. 69 Barry Lamb's running in 7th. 57 Devin Heimbaugh's in 8th. Ralph Havens back there in 9th in car number 17. 21 Josh Taylor's 10th. 72 Ron Maynard Jr.'s in 11th. Drew Rosenberry in 12th. Charlie Cotton's in 13th. 55 Justin Matson's in 14th. And 05 Racing Rex Wirt is back there in 15th as we've lost a couple of cars on that restart. One of them I do know was the 14 of Brandon Maynard. 12 down this time around for the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. Bobby Strimme in the 35 right behind the 2 of Rusty Keddick as 95 Steve Stacy works on the outside groove there. 95 Steve Stacy and Rusty Keddick working hard for that 4th place spot. And Steve Stacy takes it away from him on lap 14. Rusty Keddick's back to 5th. Bobby Strimme's working the outside groove there to go to the outside as well. This time around we'll have 14 laps in. Bobby Strimme moves to 5th on the outside of the number 2 of Rusty Keddick as they come out of turn 2 and down the Billboard backstretch here to New Paris Speedway. 15 down, 35 more to go for 17 Bob Schisler Jr. The pole setter has led the first 15 laps of this 50-lap Hoosier Tire Late Model Season Championship feature. 72 Scootin' Scotty Hamilton still scooting along there in 2nd. 95 Steve Stacy working around the 101 of Ed Paul to take that 3rd place spot away on lap 16. Bobby Strimme also working on the outside of the 101 of Ed Paul for 4th. And 101 Ed Paul now back to 5th as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 17. Bobby Strimme's moving up on the outside groove. He's going to follow that 95 of Steve Stacy out of turn 2 as Stacy gets around 72 Scootin' Scotty Hamilton, who scoots off the backstretch and into the infield all by himself. Scootin' Scotty Hamilton, he's out of the race now. And 95 Steve Stacy's up to 2nd. Bobby Strimme's running 3rd in car number 35. Caution flag will come out for the 72 of Scotty Hamilton, who slid off the backstretch and into the infield. And of course that brings out our 2nd caution. This time for the 72 of Scootin' Scotty Hamilton. He scooted all right. As he scooted off the backstretch and down into the infield, he will actually bring out the 2nd caution because of the fact that he was just inside the back straightaway pavement. So the 2nd yellow coming out for 72 Scootin' Scotty Hamilton. The Hoosier Tire Late Models on Hoosier 103.5 FM as they come out of turn 4. Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose again. Bobby Strimme, number 35, going to work the outside groove. He's trying to get around the 95 of Steve Stacy. Steve Stacy trying to hang on to 2nd. Bobby Strimme with a half a car length gain on him as they come out of turn 4. And now Bobby Strimmy going to challenge the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. for that lead as they go out of turn 2 on lap number 20. And Bobby Strimmy with a clear pass now in turn 3. He's clear. He's your new leader on lap 20. It's Bobby Strimmy in car number 35. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. is back to second. And number 95, Steve Stacy, looks to the outside for that position. As they complete lap 21, Bobby Strimmy up front. 95, Steve Stacy now goes to second. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. is back to third. 17, Ralph Havens has moved around Ed Paul for fourth. And the 101 of Ed Paul is back to fifth. So 17, Ralph Havens. 22 laps complete this time by. He's trying to work his way up there and catch that 35 of Bobby Strimmy. 95, Steve Stacy second still. They're on the outside groove. 17, Ralph Havens in that Grenzer's Harley-Davidson Howman Heating and Air Conditioning sponsored machine. And Shepherd's Lawn Maintenance. Oh, and Steve Stacy went wide in turn 2. And that allowed Ralph Havens to make a move in the middle of the lane. And Ralph Havens now goes to second on lap number 24. Ralph Havens going to try to reel in that 35 of Bobby Strimmy. As the halfway mark will come out this time, we got action in turn 1. 55, Justin Matson. 69, Barry Lamb. Getting together over there in turn 1 brings out our third caution flag on the night. So as the back of the pack went array down here in turn 1, we'll have to get them lined back up again in a single file formation restart. So while we tend to the needs down in turn 1, we're going to take this brief timeout on your home for Saturday night. 14 cars, 26 laps to go as Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose here at the New Paris Speedway in our Hoosier Tire Late Model 50-lap feature. The season championship coming down to this one. Bobby Strimmy setting up front. He figured the best way to win the track championship is to win the feature, and he's out in front with 25 down and 25 to go. And there goes Ralph Havens around in turn 1. Something let loose on the 17 of Ralph Havens' car. We got oil all over the track. He's sitting down there, and everybody else was slip-sliding along. But Ralph was able to lock him up and not hit that wall in turn 1. So another caution flag coming out. That's yellow flag number 4. Before we could even get another lap in tonight here at the New Paris Speedway, Ralph Havens went sideways in turn 1. Thank God he didn't get into the wall, so he saved damage on the car, but he saved the condition of the car except for something let loose on the 17 machine. So while we clean up the mess down in turn 1, we're going to take another brief timeout on your home for Saturday night racing here at the New Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 F. Our points leader, 35, Bobby Strimmy. Bob Schisler Jr., car number 17, is second. 95, Steve Stacy's third. As they bring it back up to speed coming out of turn 4, Dancing Doug Fox is going to look him over. He gives him the green light. We're back to racing here tonight at the New Paris Speedway in our season championship Hoosier Tire Late Model feature. And as they work through turns 1 and 2, it's 35, Bobby Strimmy up front. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. And 95, Steve Stacy battling for second as they complete lap 26. Down into turns 1 and 2 they go. 95, Steve Stacy on the outside groove. 101, Ed Paul running in fourth, watching those two up in front of him battle. And that's good for 35, Bobby Strimmy now, who's stretching his lead on lap 28. Bobby Strimmy all by himself down the billboard backstretch. 95, Steve Stacy now gets around the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. for second on lap 28. 22 laps remain for Bobby Strimmy to pick up his second track champion in as many years here at the New Paris Speedway. 72, Rod Maynard Jr. back there in sixth, now working around the number 2 of Rusty Ketting as they clock in lap 29 this time by. 35, Bobby Strimmy just cruising along through turns 3 and 4. 95, Steve Stacy and Bob Schisler Jr.'s battle back on the inside line to battle for that second place spot as they clock in lap 30. That's the battle right now for second between those two guys. 101 Ed Paul sitting there watching them up front. 17, Bob Schisler Jr., 95, Steve Stacy holding everybody at bay right now with 31 laps in and 19 to go. Bobby Strimmy still maintains about a quarter of a lap lead on the rest of the field as he'll come across the stripe here in just a second. He crosses the start-finish line with 32 down and 18 remaining in tonight's season championship here at the New Paris Speedway. Bob Schisler Jr. battles back on the inside. Steve Stacy unable to clear him completely. Still running on the outside groove as they complete lap 33. 101 Ed Paul running in fourth. 72 Ron Maynard Jr. is in fifth and looking to the outside groove to try to move up. We've got 34 down this time by for Bobby Strimmy at car number 35. Now Steve Stacy makes a clear shot. He goes up to second in car number 95. Still 35 Bobby Strimmy is cruising along. He's got 15 more laps to go this time by. 95 Steve Stacy now crosses the stripe, running in second. 17 Bob Schisler Jr.'s third. 101 Ed Paul's fourth. 72 Ron Maynard Jr.'s fifth. Number 2 Rusty Keddick's running there in sixth. Drew Rosenberry's in seventh. 05 Racing Rex Wirt is running in eighth. 50 Charlie Cotton is ninth. 57 Devin Heimbaugh is 10th. 21 Josh Taylor. 72 Scotty Hamilton. And 55 Justin Matson. That's the 13 cars still on the same lead lap with 37 down and 13 to go. Bobby Strimmy now a good solid lead over the second place 95 of Steve Stacy with 12 laps remaining in tonight's season championship feature. 17 Bob Schisler Jr. hanging on to third right now, and 101 Ed Paul and 72 Ron Maynard Jr. is dogging him all the way as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 39. 17 Bob Schisler Jr. trying to hang on to third. 10 more laps to go for the 35 of Bobby Strimmy as he crosses the stripe right in front of me. 40 down and 10 to go for our points leader and returning track champion 35 Bobby Strimmy. Looks like he's going to be the 2003 Hoosier Tire Late Model season champion. Track champion number 35, Bobby Strimmy. He can put it in cruise control and just cruise along. We'll have 42 down and 8 to go this time by. Bobby Strimmy in car number 35 now catching the rest of the field. He's got the tail end of the pack. The 55 of Justin Madsen and the 72 of Scotty Hamilton. Only 7 laps remain now for 35 Bobby Strimmy. He's going to have to pick his way easily and wisely with 7 laps to go. Bobby Strimmy at 35 looks to the outside of the 72 to put 72 Scotty Hamilton a lap down with 44 down and 6 to go this time by. 95 Steve Stacy still trying to catch him. 17 Bob Schisler Jr. is running third. 72 Ronnie Maynard Jr. is moving up on the inside of 101 Ed Paul, battling for fourth with 5 laps to go for 35 Bobby Strimmy. Bobby Strimmy out of South Bend doing a good job of driving here in our Hoosier Tire Late Models. Looking to pick up his second track championship in as many years in the late model division. He's only got 4 more laps to hang on as he follows the 55 of Justin Matson down the Billboard backstretch. He's already put 72 Scotty Hamilton and 21 Josh Taylor a lap down. He's got 47 in and 3 to go for the win of the track championship. Bobby Strimmy, number 35, setting sail. Caution flag, we got 2 in the wall, or 1 in the wall in turn 4. It was the 7 of Drew Rosenberry. And I'm not quite sure who that other car is. I believe it could possibly be the number 7 of Drew Rosenberry and the .25, the 05 of Rex Wirt Jr., the 7 of Drew Rosenberry and the 05 of Rex Wirt Jr. Rex Wirt Jr. got hard into that number 4 turn. But whoa, what a collision between those two guys to bring out our 5th caution flag on the night with 3 laps to go. Bobby Strimmy, though, is setting pretty up front. We got to clean up the mess at turn 4. All drivers are A-OK. That's the main thing, but the cars are a little less to be desired, so we're going to lose a couple more when we get them lined back up for a single file formation restart with only 3 to go. So while we're waiting for the cleanup down in turn 4, we're going to take another brief timeout on your home for Saturday night racing. Hoosier 103.5 FM. Back live at the New Paris Speedway with a 3-lap shootout in our season championship finale of our Hoosier Tire late models. Number 72, Ron Maynard Jr. is running in 5th. 35, Bobby Strimmy up front, trying to hang on for 3 laps. Now only 2 more laps remain. 35, Bobby Strimmy up front. 95, Steve Stacy right behind him, wanting to win one before the end of the year. 72, Ronnie Maynard Jr. has moved up to 4th as 101 Ed Paul has slipped back. White flag now flies. They got 1 more to go. 72, Ronnie Maynard Jr. trying to work around Bob Schisler Jr. in the 17. But it's not going to do him any good. Your track champion for 2003 in our Hoosier Tire late models is 35, Bobby Strimmy, as he picks up the checkered flag with 95, Steve Stacy finishing 2nd. 17, Bob Schisler Jr. 3rd. 72, Ron Maynard Jr. will finish 4th. And the number 2 of Rusty Keddick will finish 5th. That's the way they're going to finish in the top 5 for tonight's Hoosier Tire Late Model Season Championship feature, winning his track championship here at the New Paris Speedway for the 2nd time in a row. Number 35, Bobby Strimmy, hung on, took the lead away on lap number 20 when he got around the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. And 35, Bobby Strimmy is going to make his victory lap and make his way to victory lane. Your track champion in the Hoosier Tire late models for 2003. Put your hands together for the 35 of Bobby Strimmy. Bobby Strimmy out of South Bend. Back-to-back track championships here at the New Paris Speedway in the Hoosier Tire late model feature. The 50-lapper, of course, this season championship feature sponsored by Dan Service Center in Elkhart and Vortex Spray-On Liners by Autosport. We want to thank them for their support in sponsoring tonight's season championship features. There he is. He climbs out of the cockpit. Let's hear it for the 35 of Bobby Strimmy. We'll get him up here in the winner's circle and have a few words with him right after these few words from some of our fine sponsors from the New Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 FM. Of John Clevenger. 2nd row inside is a 00 from Syracuse of Travis Slaybaugh. Travis Slaybaugh Driving for the Extreme Racing, Rent Right sponsored number 00 starts on the inside of row 2. To his right is the number 8 of Andrew Meads. Third row inside is the 62 of Eddie Click, and to his right is the number 8, the 52, the birthday boy from Milford, Matt Sparks. Fourth row inside, we've got car number 21 from Elkhart, Jeremy Blocker. To his right is the 63 from Bristol of Adam Severy. Fifth row inside, number 9, Hot Rod Rodney Spencer, who has 4 feature wins under his belt this year. On the outside of row 5 is the 66 of Dandy Randy Niles from Syracuse. Sixth row inside, car number 18 from Elkhart is Billy Rumbaugh. To his right, the 125 of Frosty Scott Frost, fourth in the point standing. Seventh row is the 121 of Mark Miller from Elkhart, and to his right from LaPorte, the 94 of Frank Lyle Jr. Eighth row inside, car number 15 out of Goshen, last year's Rookie of the Year. That's Don Hunley. Don Hunley currently 5th in the point standing, starts on the inside of row 8. To his right will be the 87 of Ty Hayes. Ninth row is the number 10 of Eric Kaiser. Eric Kaiser, who missed about a month or so of racing this season, currently 10th in the point standing, starts on the inside of row 9. To his right is the 54 of Dave Long. And in row 10 is the number 12 of Kevin Gunkel and the 38 fast qualifier Daryl Click. And as they come down out of turn 4, let's give them a big send-off. Flick your bics, wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies. Say good luck, guys, and good racing. 20 cars going 50 laps in tonight's Michiana Tire Season Championship feature. Ty Hayes, of course, currently 3rd in the point standings, but he's back by 100 points or more, so it doesn't, he could move up to possibly 2nd if Dave Long has another night tonight like he had last Saturday night. So we'll see how it pans out as our starter, Dancing Doug Fox, puts them on their final pace lap this time by. The Michiana Tire Street Stock Season Championship feature about to begin. Rob Smith, the pole setter, brings him out of there. 185 John Clevenger to his right door as the green flag flies. They got 50 laps to go in the season championship in their Michiana Tire Street Stocks. Number 40, Rob Smith, the early lead, as the 185 of John Clevenger on the outside groove is losing some ground. 00 Travis Slaybaugh moves to 2nd as they complete lap 1. 62 Ed Clicks up to 3rd. 63 Adam Severy on the inside. Now a caution flag's coming out. Yellow flag coming out as they had completed 1 lap. And now 1 yellow coming out in tonight's Michiana Tire Street Stock feature. We're waiting to see why the white-yellow flag came out. And it's because I think that we have a car out there that possibly could be dumping some fuel, and they're going to check the machine. Not quite sure who it is, but the yellow flag coming out for moisture on the track. Today, back there in 10th place. He's only 2 spots back from the 54 of Dave Long, who's running in 8th. As the green flag drops, we're back to racing here at the New Paris Speedway in our Michiana Tire Season Championship feature. Number 40, Rob Smith out front. 00 Travis Slaybaugh running 2nd. 62 Eddie Click right there. Single file formation is the way they're looking. And 87 Ty Hayes in the 54. Dave Long, a little tap there unintentionally. As 87 Ty Hayes tries to work the outside groove, he's trying to move up. Ty Hayes started on the outside of the 8th row, and he's already, and we've got one sliding off the racing surface. And another one hitting the wall. That's the 54, Dave Long. Dave Long forced into the wall, and a caution flag comes out. His front A-frame is gone. 54, Dave Long, a tough break once again for our returning track champion, 54, Dave Long. That A-arm on that front right side is turned the opposite direction. Tough break for Dave Long. He's headed for the pits on lap number 3. So our 2nd yellow coming out in tonight's Michiana Tire Street Stock feature, this time for the 54, Dave Long. In here at Paris this season, and like you said, if you were to finish second to somebody, Daryl Click's really worked hard for it this year, and if he does come out on top, well, then he's well deserved of that track championship in their street stocks here at Paris.
Yeah, he's Daryl's a pretty nice guy, and we've had our ups and downs over the years, and we've raced hard against each other every time we come out here, and to finish second to him, I know it wasn't handed to him. He raced for it, and he deserves it. So if he ends up winning, you know, I'll take a second, and we'll call it even, call it good, and maybe we'll come back and try it again next year.
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot, and good luck in tonight's 50-lap Street Stock Season Championship feature. Thanks. Back, we've got 18 Billy Rumbaugh, 121 Mark Miller, 15 Don Hunley, Eric Kaiser, 21 Jeremy Blocker, 66 Randy Niles, 62 Eddie Click, 8 Andrew Meads, and 185 of John Clevenger. And as they were about to throw the green again, brake check in the middle of the pack will bring out caution flag number 4 on the night for the 52 of Matt Sparks, who comes sliding off the racing surface there out of turn 3. So a brake check on the restart brings out another caution. We've got yellow flag number 4 flying with only 3 laps to go. So we got to get them points race as well, because at the end of the season at our awards banquet on November the 8th at the Elkhart County 4-H Fairgrounds, it could mean an extra $1 or $2 to them. So, but we got them lined back up for a single file formation restart. Dancing Doug Fox gives them the green flag. We're back to racing. 47 more laps. And there goes 18 Billy Rumbaugh off the racing surface as he spins out on the restart. However, he's out of harm's way, and the caution flag will come out before we can get a lap in for the 18 of Billy Rumbaugh, though. Oh, setting in 7th now on the restart with 3 in and 47 to go. As Dancing Doug Fox gives him the green light, we're off and racing. 47 more laps in tonight's Street Stock feature. And as they head through turns 1 and 2, 87 Ty Hayes works the outside groove, trying to move up to 4th. 125 Scott Frost maintains the inside line. Ty Hayes is on the outside as they complete lap 4. He's moving up now on the outside of the 63 of Adam Severy for the 3rd place spot. It's 40 Rob Smith, 00 Ty Hayes, 87, or 00 Travis Slaybaugh and 87 Ty Hayes. Ty Hayes trying to get that lead as they complete lap 5. He's working the outside grooves in turns 1 and 2. Daryl Click also looking to the outside as they head down the billboard backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. 6 down, 44 more to go this time by for 40 Rob Smith and 87 Ty Hayes. 87 Ty Hayes out front takes over the lead in turn 3, but 40 Rob Smith drives right back on the inside. And 87 Ty Hayes is your new leader on lap number 7. As he was able to make that pass in turns 1 and 2. Rob Smith in the 40 running in 2nd. As Ty Hayes takes the lead on lap number 7. He stays out in front. The 40 of Rob Smith is back to 2nd. 63 Adam Severy and 00 Travis Slaybaugh battling for 3rd. Number 9 Rodney Spencer with a flat tire on the backstretch trying to find his way to the exit ramp. Doesn't look like he's going to make it, though, and the caution flag will come out for Hot Rod Rodney Spencer, car number 9, who come to a slow halt on the backstretch with a flat tire. He brings out the caution flag, number 6 on lap number 9, and Rodney Spencer into the pit area. Live at the New Paris Speedway, the hottest quarter-mile racetrack in the Midwest, with 9 down and 41 to go as we go back to racing. Line back up, your leader is the 87 of Ty Hayes. Rob Smith running 2nd, 63 Adam Severy's in 3rd. 00 Travis Slaybaugh's in 4th. Daryl Click has made his way on the outside to 5th. 125 Scott Frost is running in 6th now as we clock in lap 10. 10 down and 40 to go. Behind Scott Frost in the 6th place spot is the 94 Frankie Lau Jr. running in 7th. 121 Mark Miller's 8th. 15 Don Hunley's 9th. The 10 of Eric Kaiser sets there in 10th. Then you've got the 21 of Jeremy Blocker, the 66 of Randy Niles, the 62 of Ed Click, the 8 of Andrew Meads, the 185 of John Clevenger, the 52 of Matt Sparks, running back there, as well as the 12 of Kevin Gunkel and the 9 of Rodney Spencer. Both drivers went into the pit area under caution, came back out on the restart, but they're trying to play catch-up now to the rest of the field as 87 Ty Hayes crosses the stripe right now with 13 down and 37 to go in this 50-lap season championship street stock feature. 38 Darrell Click now trying to move up to third as he gets on the inside of the 40 of Rob Smith, and a clean pass for the 38 of Darrell Click as he climbs up to third. He was our fast qualifier on the day. He started at the back of the pack on the outside of row 10. Speaking of 10, there goes the number 10 of Eric Kaiser around in turn 2. Comes back up off the racing surface out of the infield, and we're still under green light racing. 62 Eddie Click setting idle on the infield as well. This time around, we're going to have the caution flag coming out now for number 10 Eric Kaiser, but that's going to hurt him. That's going to put him a lap down. So he'll have to restart at the tail, a lap down the rest of the field on the restart. Season championship street stock feature. Number 12 Kevin Gunkel coming out of the pit area. We'll have to restart at the tail end of the pack. 15 down, 35 to go as we bring them up to speed as they come out of turn 4. Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. We're off and racing, 35 more laps. Here at the New Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 FM. Our final night of racing on air here at the New Paris Speedway as the 38 of Darrell Click now back up to third with 16 in. He's trying to give chase to the 87 of Ty Hayes. Darrell Click, of course, won his second street stock feature last Saturday night. It'd be good to see if he could win another one tonight. Right now he's running in third. He's pretty much got the track championship wrapped up if he can hang on for the remaining 33 laps as they go single file once again through turns 3 and 4 here at the New Paris Speedway. 87 Ty Hayes from Elkhart clocks in lap 18. 63 Adam Severy right behind him. Separates him and the 38 of Darrell Click, who's running in third. And the 40 of Rob Smith is back there in fourth. Travis Lebaugh slipped back to fifth, and car number 00 with 19 down and 31 to go. Michiana Tire Street Stocks. 94 Frankie Lau Jr. back there trying to work around the 125 of Scott Frost for that 6th place spot. But Scott Frost closed the door on him in turn 3 and stays in 6th as they complete lap 20 this time by. 87 Ty Hayes still up front. 63 Adam Severy running second. Darrell Click in the 38 just sitting there being patient, running in third. 40 Rob Smith is fourth. 00 Travis Lebaugh fifth. Scott Frost, Frankie Lau Jr., 121 Mark Miller, the 15 of Don Hunley, and the 21 of Jeremy Blocker still in 10th as we complete lap 22. Now Travis Lebaugh in the 00 making a move on the inside group. Takes that 4th place spot away in turn 2, away from the 40 of Rob Smith as they head down the Billboard backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. 23 in and 27 to go in tonight's 50-lap street stock feature. 00 Travis Lebaugh and the 40 of Rob Smith tapped just a little bit there, and it looks like Travis Lebaugh may be dragging something out of the back of the 00 machine. Bumper coming loose on his machine. That's not a good sign for Travis Lebaugh. We've got 25 in, 25 to go this time by for the 87 of Ty Hayes. Black flag coming out for Travis Lebaugh, who's dragging a bumper behind him. Tough break for the Rent Right Extreme Racing 00 Travis Lebaugh. He'll be black flagged, and that means the 40 of Rob Smith will move to 4th, and the 125 of Scott Frost is up to 5th. Front 3 still unchanged. 87 Ty Hayes is your leader. 63 Adam Severy second. 38 Darrell Click is running in third. now Travis Slaybaugh takes the black flag and heads for the pit area on lap 27. Running in fourth now is the 40 of Rob Smith. 125 Scott Frost still in fifth. 94 Frankie Lau Jr. looks to the inside. They're going to challenge for that fifth place spot again as he gets on the inside. Frost closes the door again in turn 3, and Frankie Lau had to back off, and that allows Jeremy Blocker up on the outside. Number 21 moves to 6th place now as he gets around Frankie Lau Jr. Exciting action back there from 5th on back. In the middle of the pack, still up front. The front 3 still unchanged. 87 Ty Hayes, 63 Adam Severy, and the 38 Darrell Click as they work around here this time. They're going to clock in lap 30 as they cross the stripe right now in front of me. There goes Ty Hayes. There goes Adam Severy and Darrell Click. They got 20 laps to go to complete tonight's 50-lap season championship street stock feature. 40 Rob Smith still hanging on to 4th. He's got about a 4-car length lead over the 5th place 125 of Scott Frost. Jeremy Blocker on the outside in at 21 trying to move up there as they complete lap 31 this time by. Rodney Spencer, who had to restart at the tail, has made his way up there to 7th now as they're really racing hard back there in the middle of the pack. Like I said earlier, yeah, Darrell Click may have the track championship wrapped up in the Michiana Tire Street Stocks. These guys know that if they finish ahead of one of the other competitors, it's going to help them in their points race, and it could bunch them up a spot or two. So that's the reason why these guys are racing hard back there in the middle of the pack. As they complete lap 33, they got 17 more to go. Running in 4th again is the 40 of Rob Smith. Front 3 still unchanged. 125 Scott Frost, who's 4th in the point standings, trying to hang on to 5th. 94 Frankie Lau Jr. is back on the outside groove, trying to make his move around there for that 5th place spot. He stays on the outside door. 121 Mark Miller looks to the inside. Almost 3 wide as it went into turn 3 that time. Like I said, these guys are really going at it with 15 laps remaining here at the New Bear Speedway in the Michiana Tire Street Stock Season Championship feature. 94 Frankie Lau Jr. trying to move up in front of the 125 of Scott Frost for that 5th place spot as they close in and clock in lap 36 this time by. They're side-by-side racing there. 87 Ty Hayes now catching up to the tail end of the pack as he catches up to the 12 of Kevin Gunkel. Ty Hayes about to put him a lap down as they work through turns 3 and 4. We'll have 38 down, 12 to go for the 87 of Ty Hayes this time by. 38 Darrell Click is running in 2nd. 63 Adam Severy is now back to 3rd as Ty Hayes puts the 12 of Kevin Gunkel a lap down. 40 Rob Smith is running in 4th. 125 Scott Frost and 94 Frankie Lau Jr. still battling for 5th. And they do have 3 wide going down in turn 3 as 121 Mark Miller gets on the inside of 125 Scott Frost. But 94 Frankie Lau Jr. drives the outside and moves to that 5th place spot. Mark Miller now down on the inside again. Battle there from 5th on back. Mark Miller down on the inside of the Frankie Lau number 94 car. We'll move to 5th as the caution flag will come out for number 10, Eric Kaiser. With 40 laps in and 10 to go, number 10, Eric Kaiser, spinning out again in tonight's Street Stock feature, brings out another yellow flag. We revert back to the last completed lap. That was 39 laps and 11 to go. We'll get them lined back up, have a single file fit for go in tonight's Michiana Tire Season Championship Street Stock feature. All right, they're going to be bringing it up to speed as they come out of turn 4. Dancing Doug Fox gives them the green light. We're back to racing with 11 laps remaining in tonight's Street Stock Season Championship feature. Darrell Click in the 38, right behind 87 Ty Hayes, trying to figure out a way to get around him. Darrell would like to pick up his 4th feature win on the season. Ty Hayes would like to pick up his 8th. As they complete lap 40, they only got 10 more to go. A 2-car battle up front between 87 Ty Hayes and 38 Darrell Click. 63 Adam Severy's 3rd. The front 5 still unchanged as we complete lap 41. Number 40 Rob Smith is in 4th. 94 Frankie Lau Jr. is in 5th. Then the 121 of Mark Miller sitting back there in 6th, and Hot Rod Rodney Spencer's made his way to 7th with 8 laps to go this time by. Darrell Click, car number 38. All he needs to do is just hang on. Even if he finishes 2nd, he'll win this year's track championship in our Michiana Tire Street Stocks here at the New Paris Speedway. And 87 Ty Hayes will be picking up his 8th feature win if they stay the way they are right now. 94 Frankie Lyle Jr. trying to work on the inside of the 40 of Rob Smith back there for the 4th place spot. And 94 Frankie Lyle moves up there, takes that 4th place spot away on lap 44. 121 Mark Miller going to follow his lead on the inside around the 40 of Rob Smith. And Mark Miller up to 5th now as they work the inside groove with 5 laps to go this time by. Number 9 Rodney Spencer also made his move on the inside of the 40 of Rob Smith. He goes to 6th spot as they trade paint, burn rubber on a Saturday night at the New Paris Speedway. 46 down and 4 to go for the 87 of Ty Hayes and the 38 of Darrell Click. 2 drivers out front, just maintaining control and maintaining their pace. They've only got 3 more to go to victory lane here at the New Paris Speedway. 63 Adam Severy's in 3rd. Frankie Lyle Jr. in car number 94 is running in 4th. And the 121 of Mark Miller is trying to work around him for 5th. But time's running out. 48 down, 2 to go for Ty Hayes and Darrell Click. Adam Severy, Frankie Lyle Jr. is in 4th, and 121 Mark Miller there in 5th. Number 9 Rodney Spencer tried to move up. Time's running out. As the white flag flies, they got 1 more lap to go in tonight's Michiana Tire Season Championship feature. 121 Mark Miller and the 9 of Rodney Spencer battling back there for that 5th place spot. As the checkered flag will now wave once again for 87 Ty Hayes. Darrell Click will finish 2nd. Adam Severy 3rd. 94 Frankie Lyle Jr. was 4th. Mark Miller held on to 5th. And the number 9 of Rodney Spencer had to settle for 6th. What a race for him, as that's the way they're going to finish in tonight's 50-lap season championship Michiana Tire Street Stock feature. So as he rolls in here to get the checkered flag, put your hands together for the 87 of Ty Hayes, and put your hands together for our track champion in the Street Stocks, number 38, Darrell Click. Well, we'll get them both up here in the winner's circle and have a few words with them right after this brief timeout on your home for Saturday night racing from the New Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 FM. Our track champion for 2003, winning his first Street Stock Track Championship. Congratulations to Darrell Click on a 2nd place finish and your track championship here at the New Paris Speedway.
Thank you, Jerry.
I'll tell you what, that was quite a race. You were able to be the fast qualifier today. You started at the tail end of the pack and you worked your way up there to catch up with Ty, and then you just sat there and just cruised right along, didn't you?
Yeah, I was getting loose, so I couldn't do much, so I just had to follow where I was, and I just had to do that, and I'm track champion now.
Then congratulations on your first track championship here at the New Paris Speedway in the Street Stock Division.
Thank you, Jerry.
Is there anybody that helps put this car together for you every Saturday night, like your crew and your friends and family?
Yeah, Mike Cannon, my sister Linda, my mom, my dad, Keeners, my David, Eddie, Donnie, everybody helps me all the time, and especially I think Cindy. And it's time to get married, Cindy. I love you.
Whoa! Stock championship feature as Darrell Click, who's one happy camper, is doing another burnout back there on the backstretch. Our season champion in the Street Stocks, Darrell Click. He's a happy camper tonight. Here's your lineup for tonight's 30-lap Dayton-Daytona season championship feature. On the pole, car number 3, he comes to us from Plymouth, Indiana. That is Cecil Van Blerkum. To his right in row 1 is the 47 of the Bulldog, Gene Hughes. Second row inside, the 05 from Mishawaka of Jerry West. It looks like he's electing to go to the tail end of the pack, so that'll mean the number 60 of Stan Hudson will then move on the inside of the second row. To his right will be the number 11 of Jason Weaver. Jason Weaver in our mini stocks doing a good job this year. He's currently running 4th in the point standings, and Jason was last Saturday night's feature winner. He's got 3 feature wins under his belt this year. Then on the inside of row number 3 is the number 20 of Ray Borntreger from Middlebury. To his right will be the 28 of Floyd Wood from South Bend. 4th row on the inside, the white number 28 from La Paz, that's Steve Stacy. To his right will be the 34 from Mentone of Mark Hughes. 5th row inside, driving car number 19 tonight, that's Butch Ryman. To his right is the 39 of Hurricane Henry Atkins. 6th row inside will be the 14 being driven by Kevin Shepard. To his right in row 6 is the 13 of Michael Landry. Squidward lines up on the outside of row 6. In row 7 is the 15 of Scotty Biesmeyer from North Webster. Scott Biesmeyer currently 5th in the point standings coming into tonight's season championship feature. To his right door will be the number 6 of Bryce Schaefer. Bryce Schaefer, who's won 3 out of 4 features in the last month, is doing real good. He lines up on the outside of Scott Biesmeyer. In the 8th row on the inside, we'll have the number 9 of Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer. Jim Engelmeyer right now 6th in the points with 5 fast qualifying times and 2 feature wins under his belt. To his right door will be the 16 of Diamond Jim Ryman. 8th row inside, number 6, fast qualifier on the day, and points leader, number 6, Dave Coleman. To his right will be the 16 of Little Bobby Blunt. And at the back of the pack, joining us back there, 05 Jerry West and the number 3 of Kirk Dunkel. As this time, as they make their way out of turn 4, Dancing Doug Fox is going to give them a big wave lap. We've got 20 cars getting ready to go 30 laps, and everybody, let's give these guys a big send-off. Get out your lighters and flick your bics, wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies, and say, good luck, guys, and good racing. 20 cars going 30 laps in tonight's Dayton Daytona Mini Stock Season Championship feature. And again, we want to thank Dan's Service Center in Elkhart and Vortex Spray-On Liners by Autosport for supplying us with our trophies tonight for our season championship night here at the New Paris Speedway. Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. We're off and racing 30 laps. The 4-cylinder class, the Dayton Daytona Mini Stocks, they go 3 and 4 wide. There goes Squidward down off of turn 2 through the mud hole. Michael Landry, car number 13, trying to get it back on the racing surface. We're still under green light racing as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 1. Your leader is the 47 of the Bulldog, Gene Hughes. Number 11, Jason Weaver, now squirts his way up to second as they get around the number 3 of Cecil Van Blerkum. Cecil V falls back to 4th. Number 28, Floyd Wood, is up to 3rd. 28, the white 28 of Steve Stacy now moves to 4th. 39 of Hurricane Henry Atkins is up to 5th as Cecil V drops to the infield. He's out of harm's way. We're still under green light racing as we complete lap 3 this time by. The 47 of the Bulldog, Gene Hughes, out in front. Number 11, Jason Weaver, running second. 28, Floyd Wood, is in third. The white 28 of Steve Stacy's 4th. And the 39 of Hurricane Henry Atkins there in 5th. And here comes the number 6 of Bryce Schaefer. He's up to 6th already. In 7th is the 34 of Mark Hughes. Diamond Jim Ryman in the 16 trying to move up there. So is the 16 of Bobby Blunt as they complete lap 5 this time by. Little Bobby Blunt now works the outside of 34 Mark Hughes for that 6th place spot. The 4-cylinder class at the New Paris Speedway, the Dayton Daytona Mini Stock. We'll clock in lap 6 this time by. 6 down and 24 to go. The Bulldog, Gene Hughes, car number 47, trying to hold off the charging number 11 of Jason Weaver. Weaver looks to the inside, can't get it done as they head into turns 3 and 4. The Bulldog, Gene Hughes, maintains his front spot as they complete lap 7 this time around. Number 11, Jason Weaver running second. 28, Floyd Woods third. The white 28 is Steve Stacy trying to hold off the charging number 6 of Bryce Schaefer, who keeps working the outside groove. Bryce Schaefer trying to move up on the outside there, going to fourth as they complete lap number 8. 39, Henry Atkins on the inside of Steve Stacy there for that 5th place position. Middle of the pack starting to get a little bunched up. 39, Henry getting into the side of the 28 of Steve Stacy. And Henry now up there to the 5th place position. Diamond Jim Ryman in car number 16 goes to the inside of Henry Atkins. But up front, it is still 47 Gene Hughes and number 6 Bryce Schaefer working on the outside. Number 6 Bryce Schaefer making a bid for that lead. Jason Weaver, number 11, running there in second as well. As they work this time out of turn 4, we're going to have 11 down and 19 to go. Gene Hughes trying to hang on, but Bryce Schaefer's looking to the high side. And number 6 Bryce Schaefer going to take over the lead on lap 12 as they head out of the Billboard backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Your new leader on lap number 12 is the number 6 of Bryce Schaefer. The biggin himself out of Niles, Michigan. Your new leader, as the rest of the field, some of the faster qualifiers are stacked up back there in the middle of the pack. 3 wide racing now as they go into turns 3 and 4 as Scott Biesmeyer and Jim Ryman put the squeeze on the 28 of Floyd Wood. And Biesmeyer went to the inside, Ryman to the outside, and they both fall into position, running there in 4th and 5th now. Jason Weaver in 11 is in 3rd. 47 Gene Hughes is in 2nd. And with 14 down and 16 to go, number 6 Bryce Schaefer is out in front. He'd like to win another one. If he could win 4 out of 5, that would be a pretty good record for the number 6 of Bryce Schaefer. Halfway mark comes out, 15 down, 15 to go for the 6 of Bryce Schaefer. Gene Hughes running there in second, trying to hang on. Jason Weaver and Scott Biesmeyer now battle for third, and Scotty Biesmeyer drives around on the outside, takes that 3rd place spot away as they complete lap 16 this time by. Scott Biesmeyer now hooked up on the outside group, trying to get around the 47 of Gene Hughes for that 2nd place spot. Jason Weaver stays right in there behind him, tucked in on the low line as they work around some of the slower traffic. Number 60, Stan Hudson. And Gene Hughes, the Bulldog, doing a good job of driving to stay there in second. Tough break for Squidward. Number 13, Michael Landry. He's back into the infield. He's going to set the rest of this one out. We'll have 18 down as your leader crosses the stripe and goes into turns 1 and 2. Number 6, Bryce Schaefer, way out in front. 47, Gene Hughes running second. 11, Jason Weaver's third. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman in car number 16 there is in fourth. And here comes the number 6 of Dave Coleman now. He's made his way up to 5th. Our fast qualifier and our points leader, Dave Coleman, would like to win his 5th mini stock feature on the season and wrap up the points. Number 6, Dave Coleman, our points leader. He had a 96-point lead over the 67 of Eric Goff. Eric Goff, unfortunately, not being able to make it here tonight. Dave Coleman would like to win it all with 10 laps to go. Our leader is at 6 of Bryce Schaefer, however. 47, Gene Hughes, doing a good job of driving up front, running there in second. Jason Weaver in car number 11 is in third. Bryce Schaefer's almost got a half a lap lead on the rest of the field as he clocks in lap 22. There's 8 laps to go this time by. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman trying to work the outside of the 11 of Jason Weaver for that 3rd place spot. Scott Biesmeyer back there as well. From second on back, it is pretty well stacked up as they complete lap 24 this time. With number 6, Bryce Schaefer out in front. He's got a half a lap lead on the rest of the field. He'll have 6 more to go as he crosses the stripe right in front of us. 47 Gene Hughes running there in second. Oh, and there goes 39 hurrying Henry around. 39 hurrying Henry spinning out in turn 4, and 34 Mark Hughes after the fact, unable to stop, gets into the rear of him. So a caution flag, our first yellow flag coming out in our Daytona Mini Stock 30 lap feature. When I get around you, then you'll know that you're close to the front. We're ready to go back to racing with 7 laps to go as Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. They're off and racing 7 more laps. Number 6, Bryce Schaefer. 47, Gene Hughes. 11 of Jason Weaver. Diamond Jim Ryman, Scott Biesmeyer. Now Dave Coleman on the outside in car number 6. He'd like to win this one. Time's running out as they've got 24 down and 6 to go. Little Bobby Blunt now in the 16. Made his way up to 7. As they head into turn 3 and 4, the 16 of Diamond Jim Ryman now moves to second as he gets around 47 Gene Hughes. 25 in and 5 more to go in tonight's season championship Daytona Mini Stock feature. It all comes down to tonight's racing program as Bryce Schaefer's still walking away with it. Number 16, Diamond Jim Ryman, running in second. 15, Scott Biesmeyer now up to third. Scotty Biesmeyer has made his way to third. This could be a position change in the points if he should finish in front of the 11 of Jason Weaver. Weaver's back to 7. This time around, whoa, we got action in turn 2. It's the 16 of Bobby Blunt, the 47 of Gene Hughes, and the 28 of Floyd Wood all coming to a stop over there in turn 2. Yellow flag comes out. Caution flag coming out with 27 down and 3 to go for little Bobby Blunt, car number 16. Let's go back to racing with 3 to go. Little Bobby Blunt now making his exit to the pit. With 3 to go as he makes his way to the pits, unable to continue. Single file formation restart, and they'll bring it back up to speed coming out of turn 4. Bryce Schaefer's on the accelerator. Dancing Doug Fox gives him the green light. We got 3 laps to go. Wrap up this year's racing program in the Daytona Mini Stock main event. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman trying to give chase to the Bryce Schaefer number 6 machine. There's 2 laps to go. Oh, and Bryce Schaefer goes wide. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman on the inside. 15, Scott Biesmeyer in second. Caution flags coming out. We got one stop down here in turn 4. It's the 20 of Ray Borntrigger. And Bryce Schaefer into the pit area. Bryce Schaefer, number 6, into the pits under caution. So we've had our 4th yellow flag coming out. Bryce Schaefer into the pit area. If he can continue, he'll have to restart at the tail. Number 6, Bryce Schaefer, who was leading that race for quite some time. Mechanical problems. He brakes and he goes to the pit area. And 15, Scott Biesmeyer had a good job of driving to maintain to keep that thing up there and push it up to second when Bryce Schaefer broke out of the position. All right, single file formation restart with 28 down and 2 to go as Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. Only 2 laps remain on the season in our Daytona Mini Stock. Diamond Jim Ryman, car number 16, has yet to win a feature this season, and he's sitting right there to do it if he can hang on for 1 more lap. Scotty Biesmeyer pushing him along in car number 15. Dave Coleman in car number 6 is running in third. Dave Coleman sitting there in third and hanging on for a half a lap will win back-to-back track championships in the mini stocks, but winning his first feature on the year, on the last feature of the year, number 16, Diamond Jim Ryman, bringing home the championship feature win tonight. Diamond Jim Ryman was your winner. 15, Scott Biesmeyer second. 6, Dave Coleman third. Jason Weaver finished 4th, and 28, Floyd Wood was 5th. That's the top 5. They all finished the way they
restarted with 2 to go. And to hang on to win your first feature win on the season, put your hands together for the 16 of Diamond Jim Ryman. We'll get both drivers up here, hopefully, and have a few words with them here, right after a few words from some of our great sponsors from the New Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 FM.
About to begin. 25-lap street stock B feature out in front. The number 29 of John Wheeler Jr. He'll be bringing them around for lap 1. Will we get it in? Kind of rough racing there as they come out of turn 4, right there in the middle of the back. 29 John Wheeler Jr., 78 Don Clicks up to second. 18 Mean Gene Stanley now squirts his way to third as they complete lap 2. 19 Neil Grice has moved up to 4th. Here comes the number 80 on a full charge. That's Bear Kelly. He's up to 5th as we complete lap 3 this time by. 71 Larry Saunders into the mud hole in turn 4, and that's going to bring out a caution flag as we got moisture on the track in turn 4 as Larry Saunders went sideways and caught that mud hole. So another caution flag coming out. The first one in this, our Michiana Tire Street Stock B feature. Laps in, 22 to go. Line back up for a single file formation restart as Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose again. Your leader is 29, John Wheeler Jr. Don Click running second, 18 Mean Gene Stanley's in third, 19 Neil Grice is fourth with the 80 of Bear Kelly running in fifth. Number 5 Sheepdog Jason Shepard running back there in sixth. The 32 of Dave Click is in seventh, 41 Eric Reese is in eighth, Matt Burkholder in the 28's in ninth. Between Mike Stoner and the 357 as he moves up to 10th on the inside of the 124 Tim Davis. 71 Larry Saunders. Cooling his tires a little bit as he goes through the mud hole in turn 2. So the Doughboy needing to keep those tires washed off. Has to get back on the accelerator and rejoin the field. Down this time around. Number 80, Bear Kelly now looks to the inside of 78 of Don Click. Bear Kelly moves to second on lap number 9. Kelly at number 80 trying to work his way up to the front. 10 down, 15 to go. This time by 3 wide racing back there in the back stretch in turn 3. Holy cow. They made it around anyway. 39 Jeremy Dameron and 24 Chad Radar O'Reilly. We've got 11 in, 29 John Wheeler Jr. Number 80, Bear Kelly working on the outside crew as they go out of turn 2 for that lead change. 78, Don Click running in third. Halfway mark will come out, 12 down, 13 to go. Tire coming off the 41 of Eric Deweese's car, and around he goes. As he spun out right in front of the 7J of TJ Jakey as that tire come off the 41 of Eric Deweese's machine. The tire comes to a dead stop over there in turn 1, and so did Eric Deweese in the infield of turn 1. So our second yellow coming out. 12 down, 13 to go. The second caution flag coming out. Better.
Hey, the wet t-shirt contest is Saturday.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there MC it. Yep, I'll be there. All right, we're back to racing. Pulled in. 13 to go, and the 19 of Neil Grice is slowing up on the restart. He'll be heading for the pit ramp. Your leader is the 80 of Bear Kelly as we complete lap 13. There goes the 5 of Shipdog. He too makes his exit from the pit area. Your leader is the 80 of Bear Kelly. 78 Don Click trying to get on the inside of 29 John Wheeler Jr. 14 down, 11 to go. Neil Grice is stuck in the exit ramp. Caution flag comes out for number 19, Neil Grice. Excuse me, John Wheeler Jr. is running in second. 78 Don Clicks is third. 18 Gene Stanley fourth. 32 Dave Click is there in fifth. 124 Tim Davis. 98 Bernie Arnett. 88 Tim Vitale. Bob Schisler Jr., TJ Jakey, Mike Stoner, Matt Burkholder, Jeremy Dameron, Chad Radar O'Reilly, 76 Rocket Rod Miller to Doughboy, and 23 Donnie Harrison. As we go back to racing with 12 to go in tonight's Street Stock Beat region. Good racing so far in the first half. We've only had 3 cautions. Number 80, Bear Kelly up front. TJ Jakey getting loose. Drops back a few spots there in the 7J machine. That's it, complete lap 15. 15 down and 10 to go. Number 80, Bear Kelly out in front. Oh, and there we've got 78 Don Click around. Oh, and at the back of the pack, 39 Jeremy Dameron around by the 76 of Rod Miller.
78 was by himself.
Yeah.
And then everybody else had nowhere to go.
78 Don Vitale, something broke on his machine, around he went.
That's Click, not my
Don Click, I mean, in the 78, broke back there coming out of turn 2. Everybody else was after the fact if they can continue on, but Jeremy Dameron, number 39, is climbing out of his car. They're in second. 32 Dave Clicks third. 124 Tim Davis is fourth. 98 Bernie Arnett's in fifth. 10 more laps remain in tonight's Street Stock B feature. We've got 3 more to go after this one as Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. Front 5 still unchanged as we complete lap 16. 124 Tim Davis works on the outside of the 32 of Dave Click. Tim Davis trying to move up to third now as he goes into turns 3 and 4. Dave Click right into the side of him. Dave Click at car number 32 spinning out the 124 of Tim Davis. Both cars will have to restart at the tail. So 32 Dave Click and 124 Tim Davis bringing out the 4th caution flag in this Street Stock B feature. So both are, I'm not quite sure where Chad Radar O'Reilly's supposed to be as the green flag drops with 9 to go. He was racing 357 Mike Stoner for the last couple of laps. 71 and Doughboy Larry Saunders headed for the pit area on lap 17. 8 more laps remain. Bear Kelly in car number 80 out in front of John Wheeler Jr. in car number 29. Bernie Arnett in the 98 and the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. battling for that 3rd place spot as they'll clock in lap 18. They got 7 more to go. 17 Bob Schisler Jr. working on the low side, trying to get around John Wheeler Jr. Barney Arnett working the outside. 29 9, John Wheeler Jr. maintains the second place position. Bernie Arnett, the 98 on the outside. What? Barney.
Barney Arnett.
Barney Arnett.
Whoa, there goes John Wheeler Jr. around. 5 laps to go. As they clocked in lap 20. Caution flag comes out for the 29 on John Wheeler Jr. We got to get him lined back up with a 5-lap shootout. 5 laps to go. And there goes 24 Chad Radar O'Reilly. He's making a move on the inside. He's up to 3rd now. Unofficially still running in 5th. 21 in and 4 to go. Look out, Bob Schisler Jr. and John Wheeler Jr. getting around again in turn 1. There goes Mean Gene Stanley somehow. Another caution flag coming out with 21 in and 4 to go. There goes Jakey.
One more. Yep, 2.
Bernie Arnett, 98, trying to get on the inside of the 80 of Bear Kelly. 357 Mike Stoner in 3rd. 124 Tim Davis now up to 4th. As he gets around Chad Radar O'Reilly.
He has to know there's no way.
White flag will fly. 1 more lap to go this time by. Number 80, Bear Kelly, and 98, Bernie Arnett tap a little bit there. Little bump and run, but the checkered flag will still fly for Bear Kelly and car number 80. 80, 98, and 357. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. 357, Mike Stoner was 3rd. 98, Bernie Arnett finishes 2nd. Winning tonight's Street Stock B feature as he pulls up here to get the checkered flag and the season championship trophy. Put your hands together for the number 80 being driven by Bear Kelly.
Stop C next.
Bear Kelly out of Elkhart picking up tonight's Street Stock B feature. Warming the tires up. This is the way they're going to line up. On the pole, it will be 615 Sean Boggs. On the outside of the front row, the number 8 of Frankie Treese. Second row inside, number 5, Leapin' Lee Atkins. To his right, the 25 of Tim Kidder. Third row is the 14 of Kevin Grubb and 11 of Shannon O'Connell. Fourth row, the 33 of Dennis Zimmerman and the 37 of Shannon Buck. Fifth row, the 18R of Chris Seneff and the 18 of Donnie Kaufman. Next row, the 16 of Carl Shepard and the 24 of Bob Huffman Jr. Seventh row is the 2 of Frank Schaefer and the 57 of Joe Fitzpatrick as Dancing Doug puts them on their final base lap. As they bring it up to speed out of turn 4, Doug Fox gives them the green. They're off and racing in tonight's Mini Stock B feature. 3 wide as they head into turns 1 and 2. 6:15, Sean Boggs maintains that front spot. Number 5, Leapin' Lee Atkins on the inside, looking for that lead as they complete lap 1. Lee Atkins will lead them around. Into turns 1 and 2, he's your new leader. 14, Kevin Grubbs running second. 18, Donnie Kaufman out of harm's way. We're still under green light racing. And as they come out of turn 3, it is number 5, Lee Atkins up front. 18R, Chris Sinoff driving that machine tonight, running in second. 14 of Kevin Grubbs in third. 33, Dennis Zimmerman maintains the outside groove for fourth. And number 2, Frank Schaefer's in fifth. Number 18R, Chris Sinoff on the inside of Lee Atkins for the lead. Chris Sinoff taking the lead as they complete lap 4. Your new leader is the 18R, Chris Sinoff. Leapin' Lee Atkins is back to second. 33, Dennis Zimmerman's up to third. Number 2, Frank Schaefer now squirts his way to fourth. 5 down, 10 to go this time around.
Off the wall.
Sinoff is your leader in the 18R. 33, Dennis Zimmerman's running second. Frank Schaefer's made his way to third and car number 2 at the halfway point. 7 in and 8 to go. Number 5, Leapin' Lee Atkins running in fourth. 37, Shannon Bucks up to fifth. Shannon Buck into the 37 now works his way up to fourth as we complete lap number 8. Number 2, Frank Schaefer, running in third, trying to make a move on the inside of the 33 of Dennis Zimmerman. Zimmerman trying to make a move around the 18 of Chris Sinoff. Ten down, 5 to go this time by for the front 3 going into turns 1 and 2. 6:15, Sean Boggs is a lap down. 37, Shannon Bucks running in fourth. Three more to go for the front 3 of Chris Sinoff, Dennis Zimmerman, and Frank Schaefer in car number 2 as they head out of turns 2. Zimmerman right behind Chris Sinoff's number 18R. 18R is hooked up and on the rail right now as they complete lap 13. Caution flag came out for the 6:15 of Sean Boggs, who was setting sideways and turned far in harm's way. So we've got 13 down, 2 to go. Well, laps to go in our mini stock B feature as Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. Number 18, Chris Sinoff out in front. 33, Dennis Zimmerman running second. Number 2, Frank Schaefer's third. That's the battle. They're going to have 2 to go this time by. .33 Dennis Zimmerman giving chase. They've got 1 more to go. Checkered flag will fly this time for the 18 of Chris Sinnock. 18:33 and 2. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, buddy.
18:33 and 2. That's the way they finish 1, 2, and 3. Number 2, Frank Schaefer finishes third. 33, Dennis Zimmerman was second. And picking up tonight's season championship mini stock B feature, put your hands together for the 18 being driven tonight by Chris Sinnock. Motor Oil Street Stock C feature. On the pole car number 90, that's Kenny Esmont. To his right, the 777er Chuck Roberts. Second row, 85, Tim the Rat Routson, and the 7 of Dan Shepard. Third row is the 14 of Michael Lauscher, and the 09 of Brian Rinsberger. Fourth row, the 23 of Mike Winter, and the 7 of William Whitridge. Fifth row, 02 Frank Paymaster, and the 05 of Rex Work Jr. Then we've got Lenny Davis, Brian Reams, Brian Cannon, Jason Slaybaugh, Mark Eggleston Jr., and Bobby Prince as Doug turns them loose. Three wide racing into turns 1 and 2. There goes William Whitridge around. And Tim the Rat Routson, and everybody at the back of the pack. Brings out the caution flag.
God damn, 14. 5 and 61 are setting up the corner up there.
Complete restart coming up in tonight's Street Stock C feature. Racing for all the marbles.
How many marbles do you want?
Get a whole bag of them here in just a minute.
Yeah, because they might lose a few before the
Kenny Asmont in car number 90. And 777 Chuck Roberts, the front row, brings him out of turn 4. As Dancing Doug gives him the green, they're over wrestling. There's a vehicle in the backstretch with your headlights on. You need to turn them off, please. Vehicle in the backstretch with its headlights on. Please turn it off. We can't see the track. Your leader is the 7 of William Whitridge as Kenny Esmont and Michael Lozier say hi there in turn 4. We're still at the green light racing. 14, Michael Lozier getting her back underway. Number 7, William Whitridge is our leader as 8 completes lap 3. 85, Tim the Rat Routson running there in second. 02, Frankie Paymaster's running in third. 23, Mikey Winters fourth as they complete lap 4 this time around. Caution flag coming out.
55 or 00.
Caution flag coming out for the 55 and the 00.
Trying to go back to 4th spot. Trying to. All right.
4 down, 11 to go as Dancing Doug gives them the green. They're off and racing. Number 7, William Whitridge is our leader. 85, Tim the Rat Routson running second. 02, Frankie Paymaster's in third. 23, Mike Winter running in fourth. Then the 61 of Jason Slaybaugh running there in fifth. 02, Frankie Paymaster trying to make a move on the inside groove. Takes that number 2 spot away from the 85 of Tim the Rat Routson. 23, Mike Winter also on the inside goes to third. Tim Routson sliding on the outside groove, loses another spot to 61, Jason Slaybaugh. Halfway mark comes out, 7 down, 8 to go. Number 7, William Whitridge. 02, Frankie Paymaster. 23, Mike Winter running in third. And 61, Jason Slayball's in fourth. 8 down and 7 to go. 17, Mark Eggleston Jr. into the side of the 85 with Tim Routson. Leading that battle for the lead up front. 02, Frankie Paymaster on the side door of the 7 of William Whitridge. William Whitridge stays on the outside groove to retain that front spot going into turns 1 and 2. William Whitridge up front, 02 Frankie Paymaster second. Caution flag comes out for the 05 of Rex Work Jr. That's a funny name, isn't it? Kenny Assmount?
Esmont.
Oh, okay. You say it the way you want to, I'll say it the way I
Your
want.
tongue just spit Esmont, not
All right. 3 wide racing on the restart. 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2.
Oh, look out. Oh, man, going from front down.
Number 7, William Whitridge. Still up front. Oh! Rough racing back there at the back of the pack. 11 down, 4 to go. There goes the 85 of Tim Robson around. He's still under green light racing. 7, William Whitridge. 02, Frankie Paymaster. 23, Mike Winter. Mark Eggleston Jr. Oh, and 23, Mikey Winter. Got sideways and lost a couple of spots as he falls back to 5th on lap number 12. William Whitridge in the 7 up front. 02, Frankie Paymaster running second. Mark Eggleston Jr. in the 17th in third. 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon's now running in fourth with 2 laps remaining. Mark Eggleston Jr. in the 17 trying to work around Frank Paymaster for second. White flag will fly. They got 1 more to go this time. Bye. Battle for second between 02 Frankie Paymaster and 17 Mark Eggleston Jr. as a checkered flag will fly for 7 William Whitridge. 02 Frank Paymaster second. 55 Bam Bam Brian Cannon will finish third. And then he spins out in turn 1, so caution flag now. Or the checkered flag waves for the 7 William Whitridge, bringing home tonight's Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C feature. 7, 02, and 55. That's the way they finish 1, 2, and 3. And as he rolls up here to get the checkered flag, put your hands together for the 7 from Syracuse of William Whitridge. 2 hours, Rochelle Strickland. To her right is the 17 of Christy Zimmerman. Second row inside to number 4 is Michael Hoff. To his right, 89 of Donald Lordy. Third row inside, we've got 78 Mark Lehman and the 23 of Max Schaefer. Fourth row is the 91 of Tony Irvin and the 3 of Howard Randolph. And the fifth row is 29 Paul Mishler Jr. and the 26 of Becky Shepard. 10 cars getting ready to go in tonight's mini stock C feature.
Let me know that I can go.
Mike, you can go anytime you want.
Give us 1 more.
Try and go green, try and go 1.
Time to go 1 with him.
Shut up, announcer man.
I'm going to try to go 1 with him. I'm going to go 1 with him. I've never seen him try to go 2 with him yet.
Never have either. Don't give him no ideas. Yeah, don't give him no ideas. That's what we're afraid of.
Beth,
Okay.
we got our last feature on the deck.
Wow.
Half off.
This isn't it?
This is it.
Would that spectators, right?
I'm going through.
Spectators do it, but it's the main only.
Okay.
I already shut down the they were about out, I just can't get it now.
Okay.
Thank you.
While supplies last.
Right, right.
Okay, we got them lined up. 10 cars going in tonight's mini stock C feature as Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose.
Tell my it was 12.
Yes.
Number 4, Michael Hoff out in front.
No, that didn't last long.
Oh, and we got 1, 2, 3. Number 3, Howard Randolph into the wall over there. Caution flag will come out. Complete restart coming up in tonight's 12-lap mini stock C feature. As they got 3 and 4 together over there in turn 3 and 4.
Couldn't handle the stress.
What?
Fire the fire. Now,
All right,
Tractor pulls?
mini stock C feature.
They're giving out cars or something.
Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. They're off and racing. 17, Christy Zimmerman taking the early lead as she gets around on the outside of Rochelle Strickland. Here it comes. Number 89, Donald Lordy, and the 4, Michael Hoff, as they stack up right behind Christy Zimmerman. Check that, that's the 78 of Mark Lehman. Mark Lehman looking for that lead as he heads out of turn 2. He's looking to try to get around the 17 of Christy Zimmerman. Christy's doing a good job of driving on the low side.
Wide, but yeah.
She'll be bringing them around here for lap 2, 2 down and 10 to go. Christy Zimmerman out in front, Mark Lehman at 78 running second. Number 4, Michael Hoff is in third.
Really, they were very white to me.
Number 3, Howard Randolph is fourth, and 29, Paul Mishler Jr. is in fifth. As we complete lap 3, 3 down, 9 to go. Oh, and 78, Mark Lehman, and 17, Christy Zimmerman went wide. Lehman maintains the front spot now. And the number 4, Michael Hoff, runs up there in second. Howard Randolph moves to third as we complete lap 4. Oh, and there goes the number 4, Michael Hoff around as number 3, Howard Randolph got into him and then drove on around. We got 2 hung up in the mud hole down in turn 2. And they're still under green light racing. Leader is number 78, Mark Lehman. We're still under green light racing. 23, Mad Max Schaefer now moves to second. 29, Paul Mishler Jr. goes up there and gets around on the inside. He moves to second on lap 6. 6 down, 6 to go. The leader is a 78, Mark Lehman up front.
For some reason, I only had 4 cars.
5 laps to go for 78, Mark Lehman. 29, Paul Mishler Jr. running second. 23, Mad Max Schaefer's in third.
God, my coyote wasn't this goddamn slow.
8 down, 4 more to go this time around. Ron. 78, Mark Lehman brings him around for lap 9. There's 3 laps to go. 29, Paul Mishler Jr. second. 23, Mad Max Schaefer still holding on to third. Number 4, Michael Hoff is up to fourth. 2 to go this time by.
White flag this time around. There's the last lap of the season coming up. Go, Mikey, throw that mother.
White flag will fly. The last lap of the season coming up in our mini stocks division. The 78 of Mark Lehman, 29 Paul Missler Jr. looks to the inside to make the pass on the final lap. A battle for the lead up front. Mark Lehman in the 78, 29 Paul Missler Jr. rubbing and racing at the New Paris Speedway. Checkered flag flies for. Oh, what a photo finish. Photo finish on the last lap of the 2003 racing season.
I had 78.
78. Mark Lehman will win by a bumper at the line. After the Kodak instant moment come through, it was 78 Mark Lehman at the line by a bumper. 29 Paul Missler Jr. finishes second. 23 Mad Max Schaefer was third. Put your hands together for your winner, number 78. Mark Lehman. Thank you. Don't go away. We've got about 30 spectator figure eighters about ready to get ready to go.